as far as how amazing Kyrie Irving is. But look, this is right out of the LeBron playbook, Amber. What's the LeBron playbook? Oh, you're not talking about me enough. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to inject myself into one of, if not the biggest conversations in the NBA right now, which is this resurgence that Kyrie Irving is having. So I got to get my way in there. I got to throw in expletives, which, by the way, Amber, I'm not a prude, all right? I've been known to let the expletives fly, but
can confirm.
It's a little too much with the swearing all the time now with LeBron. I get it. He's grown up now. He's a lot older than he was when he first got to the league. It's a little too much swearing for my taste. I got to be honest with you.
I will say that is his thing. It feels like that's his thing. Like there's a lot of swearing.
It's a little much.
Obviously, it can only come in certain parameters because clearly he's still not doing it when he's at his press conferences and whatnot.
No, he can't.
WBCN AM 770 North Fort Myers, 104.3 W2A2BY FM Fort Myers, ESPN Southwest Florida, a Beasley Media Group station.
Florida Everblades Hockey is on the air. Now with the call for tonight's action, here's the voice of the Blades, Mike Kelly.
Welcome inside the cozy confines of Hertz Arena. Tonight it's Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals, as the Florida Everblades and the Kansas City Mavericks go head-to-head here tonight. The series shifting to Estero, Florida, a matchup featuring the best of the West against the beasts of the East. The Everblades took Game 1 handily, 8-1. Kansas City bounced back on Saturday and won by a 5-1 score, tallying 3 power play goals in that game on Saturday night. So it's pivotal game number 3 here tonight. And it's the 3rd consecutive year that Florida is playing against the ECHL Brabham Cup champion, the regular season points leaders. 2 years ago, the Everblades defeated Toledo 4-1. Last year, Florida defeated Idaho 4 straight. And now the Everblades face Kansas City as Florida is trying for a three-peat as far as Kelly Cups go. It's never been done in the ECHL, the Premier AA Hockey League. So a huge game here tonight. Florida hosting Kansas City. When we come back, we will speak to the head coach of the Florida Everblades, Brad Ralph. That conversation next on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Hi, Blades fans. This is Ryan Saylor from RDS Air Conditioning. We are family owned and operated in Estero, and we would love to handle all of your cooling and heating needs. At RDS Air Conditioning, we provide excellent work with honesty and integrity. No gimmicks, no upsells, just quality work at an affordable price. We also proudly sell Trane air conditioning systems because it's hard to stop a train. Call RDS Air Conditioning at 239-313-9174 or visit us online at rdsairconditioning.com. Go Blades!
Hey Everblades fans, want to join a team that's making a difference in people's lives? Arthrex is hiring. They develop innovative technologies that help treat orthopedic sports injuries around the world and right here in your community. From professional athletes to weekend warriors, they care about helping people get back in the game. And so do their employees. If you're looking to make a difference and have manufacturing skills, including machining, logistics, or assembly, check out available jobs at careers.arthrex.com. That's careers.arthrex.com.
Hi, I'm John Martin, owner of Gotham Firearms Training. We are the premier firearms instruction in Southwest Florida. At Gotham Firearms Training, we are committed to making all gun owners safe gun owners. We offer classes from concealed weapons permit to advanced firearm training. We're here to answer any of your questions and help you find the training that is right for you. Our motto is to protect and preserve human life. Call Gotham Firearms Training today at 239-522-PISTOL, PSTL. That's 239-522-7785.
Hey y'all, this is Chip from Buffalo Chips Restaurant in historic Bonita Springs. Thank you for supporting our local family-owned business for over 35 years. Of course we're known for the best chicken wings, but now we're known for the best barbecue too. Baby backs, pulled pork, and beef brisket are all rubbed and smoked low and slow in-house. Oh, the fish tacos and the Greek salad are pretty darn good too. Our upscale dive has lots of memorabilia, the friendliest staff, great food, and the coldest beer. That's Buffalo Chips Restaurant. I'll see you there.
This is Everblades ESPN Florida.
Welcome to Coach's Corner, presented by Conditioned Air. Mike Kelly, joined by Brad Ralph, the head coach and general manager of the Florida Everblades. And the Blades splitting the opening 2 games of the Kelly Cup Finals on the road in Kansas City. What are your thoughts on those games?
It was great hockey. 2 teams that, probably deserve to be in the finals, that both want to win. And I thought both teams played extremely hard. It was a physical 2-game set, and obviously we exploded with some offense in game 1, and game 2 their power play took control of the game. So it's going to be a heck of a series.
Oliver Chow is riding a 3-game point streak. He's been really contributing at a high level, points in 3 straight games in the playoffs. What do you think of his performances lately?
Yeah, Chow's he's been one of our go-to guys all year. It's interesting. He's played, I think, on every line this playoff run, so I think that's a testament to his versatility, but also the impact he can make wherever he plays. And just gonna need our best players to be our best players.
It's always intriguing when you have the games within the games, and there's a lot of familiar faces on the other side of the ledger. 2 coaches, 5 players, former Blades on the other side. What are your thoughts when you go head-to-head against friends?
There is no friends. That's our mindset. There's obviously a lot of similarities in terms of how they play the game, which is to be expected. They're a good hockey team. They're well coached. They have good hockey players. They're fast offensively. They're strong defensively. There's no friends over there at this point. We'll talk after the series is over, maybe, if we're still friends. But for now, it's we're fighting to win a Kelly Cup.
Absolutely. Shifting back here to Hertz Arena, the home crowd, big crowds expected here for these 3 games. What does that mean to the team?
Energy. This time of year, like, we're upwards of 90, 95 hockey games. It's a lot of hockey in a short period of time. So there is an element of fatigue or the exhaustion that comes to play, and when you can come home, you get energized by your fans. Obviously, the support, the encouragement, the atmosphere that they create. So we're hoping to build off that, use it to our advantage on the ice, and obviously we want to win for our fans.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's the head coach and general manager of the Florida Everblades, Brad Ralph. And straight ahead, it's Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals, the Kansas City Mavericks and the Florida Everblades here at Hertz Arena.
Don't let an icing call ruin your shower or bath. DPS Plumbing has teamed up with Rude Water Heaters to install and service the best gas, electric, and hybrid water heaters on the market. Traditional tank or tankless, Rude Water Heaters are in stock now. Call 239-850-6674. That's 239-850-6674. Call DPS today and you'll say,
"Thank you, DPS."
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Good evening and welcome to Hertz Arena. The teams are on the ice as we get set for Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. Florida Everblades went up to Independence, Missouri, took game one by a handling 8-1 score. Game two, a different story. Mavericks turned the table, scored 3 power play goals, couple empty netters. The game 5-1. So lopsided in games 1 and 2. I suspect we're in for a lot tighter series. Everyone moves along. We're in Estero, Florida, home of the Everblades, and Florida going head-to-head against the Brabham Cup champion Kansas City Mavericks. During the regular season, Mavericks had the most points in the ECHL, 42 games above the 500 mark, 114 points, 54 wins, just 12 regulation losses. Mavericks ended up with 14 more wins than the Everblades and 25 more points in the regular season. They're a high-octane team bringing lots of offense. The Everblades have their hands full, but trying to become the first team ever in ECHL history to win 3 consecutive Kelly Cups. So the Florida Everblades finished in the number 3 spot in the South Division. Everblades defeated Jacksonville in the opening division semifinals round, taking it in 7 games, coming from behind 3-1, winning games 6 and 7 on the road in Jacksonville and upending the Icemen. In the second round, the Everblades defeated Orlando 4-1 in the division finals, and the Everblades knocked off Adirondack in the Eastern Conference final in 6 games, winning 4-2. Kansas City defeated Tulsa in the opening round, sweeping the Oilers in 4 games. Kansas City then defeated Idaho in the division final 4-1 before defeating Toledo, the number 1 seed in the Central Division, 4-2. And in the process, the Mavericks stopped the Walleyes' 22-game unbeaten string. Toledo had won 22 consecutive games from the regular season into the playoffs. That was an ECHL record. The Mavericks, though, taking the series in 6 games. And here we are tonight in pivotal game number 3. Everblades are in the Kelly Cup playoffs for a 9th straight time. Everblades have only missed the postseason once in franchise history. That was in 2014. This is Kansas City's 4th time in the ECHL postseason. Its 10th year in the league, dating back to 2014. Time now for the national anthem. We'll go down to ice level, and doing the honors tonight, here's Aliana Checo.
Please welcome back tonight's performer, Miss Aliana Checo.
Can you see the love's early light? What's so proud?
Kelly Cup Finals. Series tied 1 apiece. best-of-7 series. Time now to take a look at the Everblades starting lineup, brought to you by Patrick O Photos, the Everblades official photographer. Starting in net here tonight, it'll be Cam Johnson. He's been carrying the mail once again for the Everblades. 21st straight start in the postseason for Johnson. 13-7, a 1.82 goals against average. That's third best. A 936 save percentage. That's fourth best. And 3 shutouts in the postseason. Second among all ECHL goaltenders in the postseason. Starting on the blue line for the Everblades, Cole Moberg, along with Reese Smolik. And the forwards are Mark Senden, Bobo Carpenter, and Jesse Lansdell. Starting for the Kansas City Mavericks, Jack LaFontaine, coming off a 35 save performance in Game 2. LaFontaine helped backstop the Mavericks to a 5-1 win. LaFontaine is 7-1 in the postseason. Leads the ECHL goalies with a 1.61 goals against average. A 956 save percentage. That's also tops. And LaFontaine earning the start here tonight. The referees for tonight's game, Tyler Haskell working his first Kelly Cup Finals. Sam Heidemann in his second. The linesmen are Brady Fagan, who is working his fourth Kelly Cup Finals, and Matthew Heinen in his second, also on the lines. The Everblades against Kansas City, Game 3. It's a best-of-7 affair. First 6,000 fans tonight received a free rally towel courtesy of Scanlon and Germain Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. Everblades fans are asked to wear green for the Kelly Cup Finals. Game 4 will be Friday at Hertz Arena. Game 5 this Saturday night. The Everblades need to run the table here at home if they hope to win the Kelly Cup on home ice. They've done that the last 3 times. Back in 2012, the Everblades defeated the Las Vegas Wranglers. In 2022, it was the Toledo Walleye, and last year, the Idaho Steelheads. Everblades looking for the Kelly Cup three-peat, trying to win 3 in a row. No team's ever done it. Everblades trying to make history. Hertz Arena is rocking here tonight. You can feel it already. The temperature rising inside as we get set for Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Puck is down and action is underway. Puck chopped now to center ice, and it's played on the left wing, and Smolik dumps it in deep there for Florida. Kansas City wearing their predominantly orange uniforms with white numbers and nameplates. The Everblades in their grays with green numbers and nameplates. Borchert on the right wing, long shoot in, turned aside there by Johnson. And into the corner, Smolik with a bone-crushing check there on Borchert. Near side boards, Lansdell picks it up, and he works it rink wide. Got it back inside the Kansas City end. Konepke knocked it down. Played now to the near side for Jones. Back to Konepke, as Konepke was greeted there by Florida's forward on the near side. That was the forward Senden. Now it's played back inside the Kansas City end again. Jones on the right wing, chipped it off the glass. Glove down by Ewens. Squirted to the neutral ice, and it's sent rink wide on the left wing side. Played ahead by Duquette. Taken back by the Everblades. Crowd getting into the Let's Go Blades chant early. Now inside the blue line, here comes the captain Pendenza, and he just couldn't dart his way around McLaughlin, the former Everblade. Jake McLaughlin taking the puck on the left wing. He's slowed up now by Pendenza. Played to the near corner. Chopping at the loose puck on the near side is Ewens, who is under contract to the Florida Panthers, the NHL affiliate of the Everblades. Puck comes to the near side boards, and it's sent down deep. In along the end wall and into the corner. It's taken now by Andreev to the blue line. Long shot deflected in front. Stopped there by Johnson. In back behind. Mavericks battling. Puck comes to McKenna. McKenna on the near side wall. He cycles it now. Got it into the corner there. Far side boards. And at the left point, McLaughlin. His shot blocked in front. Knocked down in the play by Riley. Will Riley for the Everblades. rimmed it up the right wing boards. Left point held in there neatly by Koski, but it's punched back and inside the Kansas City end. 0-0, we're in the opening period. Puck on the right wing now for Koski. Near side, Jaremko has it. Another former Everblade. There's 5 of them playing for the Mavericks. A lot of familiar faces here in the lineup as it's worked now to Ho-Sang. Josh Ho-Sang, he gets his motor going. In across the blue line to the right wing. Backhand, Wedman, and a save made. LaFontaine played into the corner. And it's worked now on the backhand by Noel. Noel going to the backhand, hounded there by Ho-Sang as the puck comes to the neutral ice. Taking over is Koski. Lambden gets it back now for Florida. Near side boards and Wedman there, but it's whistled on the offside against the Everblades. 17-11 remaining. We're in the opening period. The keys to the game are presented by the Griffith Group, Downing Fry Realty. First key tonight, the Everblades need to stay disciplined. Everblades coughed up 3 power play goals against in the game on Saturday, falling 5-1. Second key tonight is protect the middle. And the third key, the Everblades need to outwork the Mavericks. Early stages, first period. Still looking for our first goal of the game. It's game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. Puck inside the Kansas City zone, and it's played now on the near side at center, and it's swatted at now on the right wing. Following on the play, a save made by Johnson there. Turning away the shot. Now it's played to the right wing side, and it's taken by Walker. He lets it go and right into the midsection as Johnson once again comes up with the save. Well, Cam Johnson has been incredible the last 2 years, and here now in the 3rd straight season, especially in the playoffs, he really kicks it up a notch. Johnson is making his 61st consecutive playoff start, dating back to 2022. He's never been pulled over that span, and Johnson is 44-16. The backbone to the Everblades' success. A .733 percentage as far as wins in the playoffs. Cam Johnson holds the all-time ECHL playoff shutout record with 11, including 3 in this year's postseason. Johnson had 4 shutouts last year. 2 years ago, he had 4 as well. Cam Johnson trying to rewrite the ECHL record book. He has 9 wins in the Kelly Cup Finals. That's second best, just 2 behind Riley Gill. Puck sent back and inside the Kansas City end. Still a scoreless tie, first period. Puck comes now into the corner, and in after it there is McKenna along the near wall. At the blue line, Ewan shoots in a stick, stop LaFontaine. Turned into the corner, Duquette, near side. Carpenter comes in there. He gives a good jolt to his man as it's played now to center ice, and it's Ewan swinging it back. Riley now to Ewans. Near side feed into the skates there of Lansdell. And retrieving on the play is Jeremy McKenna. Now into the corner, along the far side wall. It comes to the blue line. Sam Brooks shooting, and a save made LaFontaine. Jordan Sambrook was acquired earlier this year from Kansas City, going up against his former team. Now to the near side boards, and on the left wing side, Berzola whips it rink wide. Now it's played there for Pendenza. Pendenza looking in front. Puck comes to Berzola. Sharp angle, stick save, rebound, and Pendenza trying to go short side. Now to the near side boards. In there after it is Chow. Chow along the wall. He cycles it. LaFontaine in behind his own net, trying to rim it up the far boards. Gets a little help now on the play, and it's played by Cotton. Another former Everblade, David Cotton. He was acquired in the trade for Jordan Sambrook. 2 players switching locations early in the year. Now it comes in front of the net. Taken back on the left wing side. Played there by Cole Koski at center ice. He works it off the near wall. Berzola inside his own end takes over. Now on the left wing side, it's played ahead, and it's squirted to the neutral ice. Turning with it is Smolik at his own blue line for Florida. Near side boards now for Ho-Sang. Stopped on the play at center ice. Walker has his pocket picked there by Ho-Sang. On the right wing, Lambden after it. Played back to center ice. Taking over is Moberg. Near side pass. Hosang at center. He leads all players with 14 assists in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Josh Hosang. Now Wedman on the right wing trying to barge his way, trying to get around there. The blue liner Noel. Puck to the near side, and at the left point, Ewens flips at it. Got it into the corner. Into the left wing corner for Wedman. He's getting worked over there by Jones. Puck comes loose, and it's scaled around the far side. Pinching on the play now is Riley. Centering feed. Chance Hosang, and he can't get the handle on it. Lead pass and a breakaway chance. Hayhurst to the net. Scores. Jacob Hayhurst with a backhander on the breakaway. Kansas City with a 1-0 lead. Hayhurst with his 5th of the postseason. He had a goal and an assist in game 2. Another tally here tonight to open the score. And when Kansas City scores first in the postseason, the Mavericks are 6-1. The Everblades are 1-6 when the opponents tally the opening goal here in the playoffs. So Kansas City strikes first, and Hayhurst with the tally. 6:02 the time of the goal. Mavericks opening the score. At center ice, Wedman plays it up the near side. In after it now is Carpenter. Into the corner, Carpenter battling there along with Lansdell. They continue to work it, and Carpenter's on top of the puck. And they whistle it for a face-off inside the Kansas City zone. So there's 13:44 to go. We're in the opening period. 1-0 Kansas City leading. Back with more Kelly Cup Finals action. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow, guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
This is Jeff from Jace's Freeze-Dried Candy Shack. Do you enjoy the taste of gummy bears, sweet tarts, Skittles, and Jolly Ranchers? Well, you're going to love Jace's Freeze-Dried Candy Shack. It's our twist on your favorite sweet treat. There are 25 candies to choose from for all ages. Jace's Freeze-Dried Candy Shack is now open for wholesale to any business that would like to add freeze-dried treats. Find us at Wonderland Cookie Dough and Ice Cream, along with Hertz Arena. Jace's Freeze-Dried Candy Shack. Call 239-671-0969.
This is Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Welcome back inside Hertz Arena. The visiting Kansas City Mavericks with a 1-0 lead on the hometown Florida Everblades. Kelly Cup Finals game number 3. Best of 7 series tied 1-1. Jacob Hayhurst has the tally. And the assist going to Marc-Olivier Duquette. 6:02 the time of the tally. Hayhurst with his 5th of the postseason. Face-off will come to the left now of the goaltender Jack LaFontaine as he squares up. We're in the opening period. In to take the draw for Florida will be Bobo Carpenter. He lines up in the circle against Andreev. Puck to the far side wall, battling along the boards, and McLaughlin comes up with it now. He got lambasted there by Lansdell. In along the end boards, there's going to be a penalty against Lansdell. Lead pass, McKenna takes it on the fly. Delayed penalty call against Florida. McKenna, far side boards, pressured on the play. Now to the half wall, and taking over is Andreev at the blue line. He swings it up top. Duquette takes over. Played it to the far side, and Riley touches now, and penalty call going against Jesse Lansdell of the Everblades. Kansas City getting the first power play of the game. The Mavericks went 3 for 6 with the man advantage in game 2. Overall, Kansas City's power play is operating nearly at a 19% efficiency. That's 5th best of the 16 ECHL teams. Meanwhile, Florida's penalty killing is 7th overall, getting the job done 85% of the time. During the regular season, the Everblades were tied for 1st in the penalty kill. And the penalty kill is presented by Conditioned Air. 1-0 Mavericks leading. Power play for Kansas City near sideboards. Borchert now to the blue line. McKenna takes it at the right point and played it down low and into the corner. Up top of the blue line, Koski takes it back now. McKenna playing it across on that left wing side, working it there for Curry. Patrick Curry, second in the ECHL during the regular season with 87 points. Now to the right wing, McKenna takes it again. Shooting and a save made. Johnson denying Jeremy McKenna, who has scored in both of the first 2 Kelly Cup Finals games. 3 straight playoff games overall. McKenna has 5 goals over his last 3 contests in the postseason. McKenna with 10 goals in the playoffs. That's tied for first, along with the Everblades' Bobo Carpenter. 1-0 Kansas City leading. A minute and a half remaining in the Lansdale minor penalty. Face off inside the Everblades end, controlled by Florida. And the puck sent back and inside the Kansas City zone. Goaltender LaFontaine gives way now for Koski. Cole Koski from his own zone, looking up ice, and now he drops it off. Taking over from his own zone is Hayhurst, the goal scorer. Played on that left wing side, in across the blue line. Curry drops it back. And up top at the right point, McKenna holds it in. Now to the line, Koski to McKenna. McKenna, pass rink wide. And it goes to the far side boards. Chipped down low and into the corner there now for Curry. Taking it at the left circle. Koski trying to play it across. And it's worked now by Sambrook and driven around the boards and all the way down. 42 seconds remaining now in the Kansas City power play. Leading the attack is Jones. Now he dropped it off. And following on the play, here comes Walker through center. Left wing feed. Moberg back there for Florida. And it's Smolik from his own zone. Lead pass on that right wing got behind Pendenza. And taking over is LaFontaine. Now he dropped it back, and Jones tiptoes his way up that left wing side. Ryan Jones hits center, now in across the blue line. Right wing side pass. Played on the near side for Andreev. Back to the blue line, right point. Jones has it. Andreev near side boards. Centering feed intercepted, and it's cleared down the ice by Jostling. Jones retrieves. Both teams make changes on the go, and the penalties expired. Teams at even strength. So the Everblades kill off the first Kansas City power play as it's now played on that right wing, and Schoonbert, he dumped it in deep. Around behind now, Riley chips it up the far wall, sent back to the Kansas City blue line, and McLaughlin, wearing the bubble mask, got it to the near side now for Duquette. Played ahead and inside the Florida end. Riley in back of his own net, outlets to the near side for Lambden, and it's swept back to the Mavericks blue line. Chipped ahead by McLaughlin. Now up the middle, leading the attack is Hayhurst. In across the blue line. On the left wing, Nakbar drives it around the near boards. And it's sent back and inside the Kansas City ice. Approaching the halfway point of the opening period. Played now for Duquette in behind his own net. Marc-Olivier Duquette outletting to the right wing. And Theo Calvis, another former Everblade, working it there. Walker at center ice. He tapped it inside the Florida end. Back on the play goes Ewens. Sambrook there as well. Chipped up the wall, left point, long shot, and it's handled by Johnson as he spears it with the glove, and he holds on for Florida. 9:50 left. We're in the opening period. Shots are 7-4 in favor of Kansas City. Mavericks with a goal by Jacob Hayhurst, his 5th in the playoffs, leading 1-0. Face off to the right now of Cam Johnson in the Florida net. Skirving in there to take the draw for Florida. He lines up against Walker. Todd Skirving won a Kelly Cup with Newfoundland in 2019. The Everblades acquiring the wily veteran Skirving. He was signed as a free agent on April the 5th after Newfoundland ceased operations. Half wall far side and back to the blue line. Left point, Calvis getting it down low. Now to the right point, held in there by Noel. Near side, puck comes to Lansdale for the Everblades, and it's gobbled up by Ewens. Plays it into the corner now for Sambrook. Up that right wing side, And leading the attack, rink-wide pass comes to Lansdell, left wing, but skirving in ahead of the play. Offside against Florida. Still 1-0 for the Mavericks. You know, you can join the Everblades family by becoming a Blades 365 member. Ticket packages and flexible voucher plans are on sale for next season. Take advantage of the incredible savings and benefits and enjoy all the fun, including the Meet the Players Party. For more information on becoming part of the Everblades family, call or text the Blades front office at 239-948-7825. Puck sent inside the Mavericks ice. Worked there now by the defenseman Jones. Got it back to center. Swatted at by Moberg. And played to the right wing. Here comes Koski now for Kansas City. Shooting and in front of the net. It was tipped, but a save made by Johnson, denying Nolan Sullivan in front of the net. 9:11 remaining. We're in period number 1. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Kansas City. This is game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1-1. Fans in a festive atmosphere here tonight. 3 big games this week. The final 3 at Hertz Arena. If necessary, there will be a game 6 in Independence, Missouri. That would be Monday. And then, if necessary, game 7 in Kansas City next Wednesday. Puck inside the Florida ice, and it's taken around back of the net. Riley to the right wing. Now at center. It's worked ahead there and inside the Kansas City zone, controlled by Konepke. Played at center ice, poked ahead by Berzola. Jocelyn got it back and inside the Mavericks ice. Now McKenna, he's pressured on the play. Working him over there was Pendenza. Bouncing puck comes to Pendenza, and he would have had a clear break there. But it's whistled. It's called on the offside. The puck just barely popped over the blue line. 8:28 left, opening period. This is Kansas City's first visit this year to Florida. The Mavericks visited Hertz Arena last year for 3 games. Everblades won all 3. Both teams, though, with different looks, certainly since that time. Now at center ice, has worked on the left wing side for Ewens. Ewens got it into the corner, in along the end boards, and it pops loose now. Working it there was McLaughlin. Right wing side pass for McKenna. Near side boards. Puck stolen by Koski to McKenna at the left wing, and he has it stripped off his stick there by Sambrook. Now Hosang on the right wing. He turns with it inside the blue line. Hosang with a little shake and bake, wrapping it to the near side in front. Scores! Logan Lambden, and the Everblades have tied it at 1. Oh, some beautiful stick handling by Hosang. He set it up, and Lambden, it was on a plate, and he delivers. A quick snapshot after Hosang threw it in front. Lambden beating LaFontaine on the blocker side. And that signals the siren here at Hertz Arena. Oh, this crowd is revved up now. 1-1 opening period. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Lambden with his 5th goal of the playoffs. Logan Lambden scored in Game 1 of the Kelly Cup Finals. So he now has 2 in the series, and it's worked up the middle off the stick there of Sendin. Sent in deep and around behind the Kansas City cage. Played on that left wing side, and leading the attack is Curry. Got it now to the right wing. Hayhurst ridden along the boards, and just outside the Everblades bench, a little extracurricular going on. Everblades, Bobo Carpenter, and Kansas City's Patrick Curry colliding and locking horns. Looks like Carpenter's going to the penalty box for Florida. It is an interference call against Bobo Carpenter. So the second power play of the night belonging to Kansas City. Mavericks are 0 for 1 with the man advantage here tonight. Ho-Sang picking up that assist, now leads all players in the postseason with 15 helpers. As the guys like to call them, apples. He's got a bushel basket full of them now. 7:30 remaining, opening period. Score tied 1 apiece. The only penalty going against Carpenter. Interference the call. Face off to the right now of Cam Johnson in the Florida net. Pendenza will take the face off against Hayhurst, and Hayhurst wins the draw cleanly. Pulled it back to the left point. Now on that left wing side, it's sent down low and into the corner. Looking and waiting, left wing pass, and it's taken back by the Everblades as Pendenza clears it down the ice. Everblades change up on the back end. Blue liners coming over the boards now. Ewens, and he's joined by Berzola. Inside the Kansas City ice, Mavericks on the power play. Everblades back on the conditioned air penalty kill as it's played now on the left wing side and sent down the ice. Koski going around back of his own net, scoops it up. Koski taking over. 1:18 remaining in the Kansas City power play. First period, score tied at 1. Through center ice, Hayhurst stick handles in across the blue line. Right wing pass now for McKenna. Up top right point, Koski takes over. He got it inside the blue line, knocked away there by Sendin. Now played off that far wall, and Sendin chases after it for Florida. LaFontaine, the goaltender, backhanded to the near side, and McKenna chips it back. Leading the rush now, here comes Walker. Walker stick handling in across the blue line. Walker to the near side boards. Stopped there along the wall by Jostling. As Zmolik takes it now, and he worked it to that right wing side. Played off the far wall and down the ice. 33 seconds remaining now in the Kansas City power play. Score tied 1 apiece, and here comes Ryan Jones. He dropped it off now. And following with some speed is David Cotton in across the blue line. Cotton shoots and he scores. And a power play goal for Kansas City. David Cotton, who started the season playing for the Everblades, stings his former team, and the Mavericks lead it 2-1. Cotton with his 7th goal of the postseason. He was acquired in a trade in exchange for defenseman Jordan Sambrook. That was November the 26th. David Cotton played 7 games with the Everblades. He had 2 assists. With Kansas City, he had nearly a point per game. Had 14 goals, a career high 24 assists, and a career high 38 points in 41 games for David Cotton. And he's a former 6th round pick of the Carolina Hurricanes in 2015. Ho-Sang now working it to the far wall, taking over the Everblades. Wedman down deep. Ho-Sang around back behind. Ho-Sang, turnaround chance, stick, stop, LaFontaine. Now Ewens lets it go, and it goes off a body and wide. Far side, Ho-Sang got it up top. Riley with a shot, he zipped that one, missed the target. Now comes to Lambden, in front of the glove save, LaFontaine, as he spears it with the left glove. So Jack LaFontaine making the stop there. It remains 2-1 in favor of Kansas City. And we'll return with more of Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company. And never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life. Fort Myers.
Pass across, backhand, scores!
The Florida Everblades advance to the Kelly Cup Finals and seek to be the first team in ECHL history to three-peat as they face the Kansas City Mavericks. The Southern Division and Eastern Conference champion Florida Everblades host games 3, 4, and 5 of the series at Hertz Arena Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night. The first 6,000 fans on Wednesday and Friday receive a Kelly Cup rally towel, courtesy of Scanlon and Germain Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. Purchase tickets online at the Fifth Third Bank box office at Hertz Arena or call 948-PUCK. That's 948-PUCK.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Welcome back to Estero, Florida, located in between Fort Myers and Naples, located in beautiful Southwest Florida. Mike Kelly with you here tonight. 5:18 to go in the opening period. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Series tied 1 apiece. Kansas City leading Florida 2-1. And the faceoff inside the Mavericks end, and it's taken now by defenseman Nate Konepke as he played it back to the Florida blue line. Headman feed, Hosang turns at center. Up the left wing side, gaining the blue line neatly. Hosang along the boards, and he got knocked down there by Jones. In transition, Koski playing it ahead. Got it back and inside the Florida ice. Retrieving now on the play was Riley on the far side boards. Ewens coming in there, but it's taken by Koski. Now Ewens gets it back. Turns in the far corner. Zach Ewens looking to lead the charge for the Everblades. Right wing feed, right on the tape there for Lambden. Off his stick, though. The Everblades change on the fly. Near side, it's Borchert. Takes it, lead pass ahead, and it's Walker working it in deep now. Moberg played it around the kick plate, got it to the far side. At the side of the net, Borchert centering feed, and it's played into the corner. Taking over on the play is Walker. Now Walker gets it back again, shooting and getting a piece with the stick was Cam Johnson. Played to the far side. Now in front. Puck comes to Calvis, right point. He fanned on that shot. Calvis trying to get it down low. Half boards near side, and at the right point, Walker shooting, and a glove save made by Cam Johnson as he stops that one for Florida. 2-1 Kansas City, 4:03 left. We're in the opening period. Well, the Kansas City Mavericks already have 2 goals here tonight. They've been an offensive machine all year. In fact, during the regular season, the Mavericks scored 2 or more goals in all but 4 games this season, including the playoffs. Everblades did hold the Mavericks to just 1 goal in game 1. Twice in the playoffs, they've been limited to less than 2 goals, and twice in the regular season. That's it. It's a highly offensive, explosive team, this Kansas City club. All 3 lines can bring it. Far side boards, and it's worked there by McLaughlin down low. In along the end boards, it's 2-1 for Kansas City. First period at the blue line, played there now by Duquette. He cycles it, and it's Smolik on the backhand. Got it on the far wall, helped along there by Carpenter. Played up the middle, now to the left wing. Here comes Smolik in across the blue line. Reese Smolik, sharp angle chance, and a stick stop by LaFontaine. Into the corner, Sendon trying to gather it in. Played back to center ice, and taking over is Ewens inside his own territory. Zach Ewens near side now for Lansdell. He flipped it up the left wing wall, worked inside the Kansas City zone. Jones up the near boards. Ewens is after it. Played on the right wing side, and here comes Koski. A 2-on-1 break. Centering feed, shot, and a score by David Cotton. His second of the period, and it's 3-1 Kansas City. Cotton with a big celebration. Again, the former Blade, David Cotton, netting his second goal in the Kelly Cup Finals to this period. He's a native of Parker, Texas, 26-year-old Cotton. He skated in the AHL with 3 teams, Chicago, Coachella Valley, and San Diego. Played 4 years with the Boston College Eagles in Hockey East from 2016 to 2020. Here comes Chow now for the Blades, and a save made by LaFontaine. Oliver Chow holding a hot hand. He has points in 3 straight games for Florida. Puck inside the Everblades end. Mavericks ahead by a pair. Puck in the slot area. Chance at the side, and a sprawling save made by Johnson. Terrific stop there by Cam Johnson. Played now to the right wing, and after it is Curry. Into the corner along the end boards. Curry barging in front of the net, and he sends it wide, and the net becomes dislodged as well. Now some words along the end boards. 2:33 left. We're in the opening period. Kansas City with 2 goals by David Cotton and a single tally by Jacob Hayhurst. Everblades with a goal from Logan Lambden. Kansas City up by a pair. This is game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. It's a best-of-7 event. Series tied 1 apiece. The opening 2 games were lopsided up in Independence, Missouri. Last Friday night, the Everblades taking game 1 8-1, and that tied a Kelly Cup Finals record, scoring those 8 goals in one game. Game 2, though, a different story. Kansas City turned the table, scored 3 power play goals, 2 empty netters, and the Mavericks won the game 5-1. Kansas City up 3-1 here tonight. We're in the opening period. Everblades again trying to make history, trying to become the first ECHL team in league history. The league's been around since 1988, 36 years. No team has ever won 3 consecutive championships. Everblades have an ECHL record, 11 straight playoff series wins. And when you compare that to the National Hockey League, that is tied for the 3rd longest if the Everblades were in the NHL. And in fact, the Everblades have just tied the Tampa Bay Lightning, who won 11 consecutive playoff series before falling in the Stanley Cup final a couple years ago against Colorado. The Everblades, though, in the exact same scenario. It was a great run for the Lightning, and it's a great run for the Everblades. Best in ECHL history. In the NHL, the record is 19 consecutive playoff series, and that was the New York Islanders in the early 80s. They won 4 Stanley Cups, and in year 5, the Islanders went all the way to the Stanley Cup final before bowing out. The Edmonton Oilers taking that series. Action back underway. There was an issue with the net. Now it's worked into the corner, and it's played to the far side. Working it now in along the end boards. 2:20 to go. We're in the opening period. 3-1 Kansas City. Along the end boards, now it's McKenna in back of the net. Swooping in there after it is Hayhurst. Turns with it now to the blue line. Got it up top. Trying to get that shot through was Noel. And it's poked back into the near corner. Taking over is Berzola in behind his own net for Florida. Zach Berzola looking up ice. Under 2 minutes left in the opening period. Down by a pair, and here come the Everblades, led by Wedman in across the blue line. Into the right wing corner, Matt Wedman trying to shovel it in front with one hand. And it's played to the left wing side. Andreev poked it off the boards and sent it back. Riley inside his own zone. Works it now on the left wing. Zmolik now to the right wing, and Riley with a long shoot in. Glove down on the play by LaFontaine. Played it to that far side. Puck into the slot, and Hosang couldn't get a stick on it. Puck back to Zmolik inside his own end. Working it now is Lambden. Back to Zmolik on the right wing. It's Riley. Headman feed. Lambden touch pass, and Hosang stick handles in across the blue line. Josh Hosang with 1 assist here tonight. Now he gets the puck for Wedman. Wedman on that right wing, cutting to the cage, and a stick stop. LaFontaine worked on that left wing side and played back to center. Final minute of the opening period. 3-1 Kansas City. Ewan's near side boards. Lambden on the backhand. He played it in deep. Swept to the far side. Back to the blue line. Moberg tees it up, and it's knocked down and stopped by LaFontaine. Played now on that left wing side. Curry with a lead feed. Worked back into the near side corner. Carpenter goes back after it for Florida. Got it around behind now for Moberg. Cole Moberg having a great playoff run. 6 goals. That's first among all ECHL defensemen. Now it's sent in deep by Ewens. Far side wall. Puck picked up now on the play. Sendin got it in front. Now it's to Carpenter up top to the blue line. Moberg to Ewens. Slot chance. Shot! And it's sent wide. Rebound in front. And Carpenter lifted it over top of the net. Lansdell had a great chance in front as well. Now on that left wing side, it's played by Schoonbert. Everblades get it back, and the first period will come to a close. So 20 minutes complete here tonight. It's a 3-1 Kansas City lead after the opening period of play. We'll return with the first intermission report. That's coming up next. And we will speak to the ECHL's manager of officiating, Riley Yurkovich. His interview is next on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
This is Kevin Bartlett with Knowledge Based Real Estate, your new local favorite. Whether you're looking to sell or buy, we are here to help. Call us today at 239-977-5642 and let me assist. Go Blades.
Are you ready, kids? Looking for a costume to liven up an event or to spice up an evening? Look no further than Masquerade and Balloons Galore. Costumes can turn anything from plain to insane. Buy or rent with thousands of costumes, masks, wigs, props, magic, thousands of balloons, and more. Masquerade and Balloons Galore in Naples and North Fort Myers has what you're looking for. To get a glimpse, visit them at masqueradeswfl.com. Masquerade and Balloons Galore.
I am Iron Man.
Hi, I'm Patrick Onifer of Patrick Photos, your official photographer for the Florida Everblades. Head over to my website at patrickophotos.com to relive all the thrilling home game moments. I've covered it all in Southwest Florida, and my galleries are waiting for you. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to visit my website at patrickophotos.com. Let's capture your memories. Go Blades.
Swing into Naples Zoo for something new. For the first time ever, Naples Zoo has welcomed orangutans. Come meet your new red-haired grade 8 neighbors today. In addition to the new orangutans, you'll see zebras, African lions, exotic birds, and endangered species like giraffes, a Florida panther, and more. Embark on the primate expedition cruise to see monkeys, lemurs, and gibbons. Don't miss this fun-filled family day when you visit to welcome your new orangutan neighbors to the Naples Zoo. Purchase tickets online today at napleszoo.org.
Good, clean water isn't a luxury. It's vital to your health and overall well-being. Simply Soft Water has been serving Southwest Florida since 2003, providing a wide range of services and product options for residential, commercial, and industrial water treatment needs. Ensure your water is safe for consumption, and the water treatment solutions you have in place are designed to prolong the life of your plumbing system and appliances. For a limited time, schedule a complimentary water filtration system analysis. Call Simply Soft Water at 239-970-8484.
Hello, Blades fans. This is Freeze Play Chiropractic and Cryotherapy. Not only do we take care of our hockey players on the ice, but we help our community off the ice by reaching their optimal health. We offer many modalities, including cryotherapy, infrared sauna, and of course, chiropractic care. Call Freeze Play today to schedule your appointment at 239-354-7744. That's 239-354-7744. We'll see you soon.
This is Kevin Bartlett with Knowledge Based Real Estate, your new local favorite. Whether you're looking to sell or buy, we are here to help. Call us today at 239-977-5642 and let me assist. Go Blades.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now with the intermission report, back to the voice of the Blades, Mike Kelly.
Welcome back inside Hertz Arena. It's the Culver's first intermission report. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. It's my pleasure to be joined now by Riley Yurkovich in his second season as the ECHL's manager of officiating. What do you think of the game from the officiating side here tonight so far, Riley?
Oh, I think tonight's a completely different game than Game 1 and Game 2. You know, it's been fast. And that's always an adjustment coming to the finals. The teams are playing hard, and I think from our perspective, the guys have done well in the first period here.
Earlier last week, you named 10 officials that were going to the Kelly Cup Finals. You narrowed it down to 5 referees and 5 linesmen. How tough was it to get it down to the final 10? Oh,
this year, compared to last year, I think was very tough to narrow it down to 10. I mean, I think we probably had, anywhere from 7 to 8 referees that made a case for themselves, and the same thing on the linesman side. It's never easy, and we always just, go with the hot hand, go with the guys who are going the best, and hope they can carry that on into the next round.
Yeah, notice certainly the depth of the officiating is getting stronger and stronger every year. 25% of the games in the regular season now have 2 on-ice referees in the ECHL, and all the games in the playoffs. So that's really great.
Yeah. I mean, it's a step in the right direction for sure. The more that we can increase that number of 2 referee games, it's a system that they use in the AHL, the NHL, IIHF, and all the other, leagues that our officials aspire to get to. I think there are merits to refereeing by yourself out there, because it causes you to kind of have to go out there and be the sheriff a little bit. But you know what? that's not the way that things are done so much anymore. You can definitely learn things, but, to really become a polished referee, I think that experience in that 2-referee system before we get to the playoffs really is paramount.
Absolutely. How do you find new referees in the league and kind of keep building the system?
Yeah, so, just like for players, coaches, everyone, we're a developmental league for officials as well. So, a good portion of our officials come from the USA Hockey Advanced Officiating Development Program. And then also, we have guys from major, junior, all 3 major junior leagues. And then, some that take a less traditional route that come to us maybe from the SPHL or, even from the NCAA. So we get out in the off seasons to scout as much, just like coaches and scouts for teams. We get out and look for officials who are hungry and want an opportunity.
Well, you were a great referee when you were on ice in the ECHL, and remember you here in the 2022 Kelly Cup Finals as well. That must have been a special moment for you.
Yeah. It was my second to last game, like we talked about earlier. I was here in this building, and it was a really cool experience. Just to see Mr. Kelly present his cup at ice level. It was, I'd say the best night of my career, to be perfectly honest. To be able to be out there and with the 2 best teams in the league that year in Toledo and Florida, and see Mr. Kelly and see him give that trophy away is pretty cool.
I'm joined by Riley Yurkovich, the manager of officiating for the ECHL. You're responsible for overseeing the day-to-day operations of the league's officiating department, including the oversight of the on-ice officials, administration of rules and directives, travel, and you really have a whole slew of things that you're responsible for. How do you do it?
Yeah, I wear a lot of hats. That's life in minor league, though, right? I think that all the coaches go through the same thing in our league, and it just comes down to being organized. I'm kind of always have been a little bit of a type A guy, and I think that's helped me to be successful thus far. I couldn't do it without help from Joe Ernst and all of our officiating development coaches and everybody else. But I think that the biggest thing is staying organized for sure.
Joe Ernst, as you mentioned, moving on in the ECHL from the senior vice president of hockey operations to Zoyer Sports, still staying in the ECHL. But what has Joe meant for you and the ECHL in general?
Oh, I don't even know where to start. He gave me an opportunity first as a referee, him and Stephen Thompson, and then, when Stephen moved on to the American League and this opportunity presented itself, Joe, at the end of the day, he gave me an opportunity, and he has mentored me and guided me, and, I would have been able to figure out probably the travel booking and the assignments and things like that, but what Joe really has taught me is the human side of the game. Before somebody's a coach or a player or a referee or a linesman or a GM, they're a human being first, and Joe embodies that. He really cares about human beings, and we're really going to miss him at the league office.
Absolutely. Joe Ernst, ECHL legend, ECHL Hall of Famer as well. Earlier today, the ECHL announced that linesman Chuck Schammel was named the recipient of the Brian Birmingham Memorial Award. What a great honor for him.
Yeah, Chuck he's been a mainstay in the Mountain Division there since the merger, with the CHL back, I don't even know how many years ago, and he's been on the ice, and I skated with him. He helped me a lot because I was, at that time was living in Kansas City and worked a lot of games in that Mountain Division, especially those weekday games, and a lot of those games were with Chuck, and Chuck really, he brings a lot of calmness to the ice. He brings a lot of experience, and you know what, he's a person who's very comfortable in his shoes, and it really shows because, he's able to manage situations that are tough.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here tonight, Riley. We covered a lot of bases there and really appreciate all the work that you and your on-ice officials team do, and the ECHL. We have several members of the ECHL staff here tonight and more on their way.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you so much. That's Riley Yurkovich, the manager of officiating for the ECHL. And it's a 3-1 game. Kansas City leading. This is game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. 20 minutes complete. Back with more in the first intermission report after this on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Serving Southwest Florida for over 55 years, Lightning Wireless Solutions specializes in two-way radios, vehicle tracking solutions, vehicle equipment, and emergency lightning. Our vision is to be the leading distributor in the markets we serve by offering the newest equipment, competitive rates, and superior customer service. You can count on Lightning Wireless Solutions to be your one-source provider for wireless communications and emergency vehicle solutions. Be sure to visit us online at lwsinc.net.
Look down at your dashboard. Is that change oil light lit up and giving you a sinking feeling? A fear of being without your car for hours on end and getting overcharged and underserved? That's oil change anxiety. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car and we change your oil in about 15 minutes. Fight oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
To make your holiday memories brighter, contact Paradise Lights. We provide custom exterior Christmas light packages for your home. Everything from roof lines, palm trees, and bushes to pre-lit wreaths and garland. Paradise Lights also professionally decorates interior Christmas trees. We service residential and commercial properties and HOAs around Southwest Florida. At Paradise Lights, our service includes us putting up the lights, taking down the lights, and the best part, we store them for you too. For a free quote, call or visit ParadiseLightsFL.com.
How many times have you heard, it's not the heat, it's the humidity? No matter how you look at it, Florida summers are just plain hot. If you're a longtime resident like me, or brand new to the area, there's only one company I trust and recommend, Conditioned Air. Visit conditionedair.com or call 888-COLD-AIR to see how to save up to $500 on any new system. That's conditionedair.com. Conditioned Air, the comfort people since 1962. Cannot be combined with other offers. License number CAC 1822020, number CAC 033660.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now with the intermission report, back to the voice of the Blades, Mike Kelly.
Welcome back inside Hertz Arena. The Florida Everblades trailing 3-1. 20 minutes complete here tonight. This is the Culver's first intermission report. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. We're coming to you from the Anajar and Levine broadcast booth here tonight. Kansas City opened the score at the 6:02 mark. Jacob Hayhurst with his fifth of the playoffs, assisted by the blue liner Marc-Olivier Duquette. Now 8 assists in the postseason for Duquette. Hayhurst has 5 goals, and it was 1-0 Kansas City. The Everblades tied things up at the 12:06 mark. Logan Lambden with his fifth of the postseason, assisted by Josh Hosang and Joe Pendenza. For Hosang, he now leads the ECHL in the playoffs with 15 assists. And Pendenza picking up another point here tonight. He now has 11. The Everblades have 9 guys with multi-digit point productions here in the postseason. Lambden tied it at 1. But then Kansas City's David Cotton, who was acquired by Kansas City from Florida earlier this year. Cotton netting his 7th of the playoffs, assisted by Ryan Jones. It was a power play goal, the 4th power play goal in the last 2 games for Kansas City. Cotton scoring at 14:10, and then 16:54, Cotton scored again. This one was an unassisted goal, his 2nd of the period, 8th of the playoffs, and it's 3-1 Kansas City after period 1. As far as shots go, Kansas City out shooting Florida 12-10. Mavericks are 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Everblades have yet to get a chance with the man advantage. Florida goaltender Cam Johnson with 9 saves in that opening period. Jack LaFontaine for Kansas City turned aside 9 of 10. A 2-goal lead for the Mavericks. 20 minutes complete here tonight at Hertz Arena in pivotal game number 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. The best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. Time now for the scoreboard update, brought to you by Radiology Regional, the Everblades' trusted diagnostic imaging provider. This is the only game going on, of course, in the ECHL. The final 2 teams in the 27-team ECHL going head-to-head here tonight. In the American Hockey League, all is quiet in the Calder Cup playoffs. The conference finals get back underway tomorrow night. Hershey leading Cleveland 3-0, trying to wrap up that series tomorrow night in Cleveland, Ohio. And the Coachella Valley Firebirds ahead 3-0 on Milwaukee, trying to wrap it up tomorrow night in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If Hershey and Coachella Valley win their games tomorrow night, it'll be a rematch of last year's AHL Calder Cup final, won by Hershey. Meanwhile, in the National Hockey League, everything's quiet until Saturday night. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup final. And the Everblades affiliate, the Florida Panthers, front and center. They will be hosting Game 1 at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise against the Edmonton Oilers. And it's the furthest distance between opponents in Stanley Cup Finals history. The North against the South. Canada against the United States. From Sunrise, Florida to Edmonton, Alberta, it's nearly 3,000 miles. If you hopped in the car right now, it would take you 44 hours to go from Sunrise to Edmonton. Oilers coming down on Saturday night, and that game on Saturday is an 8 o'clock start. Again, the Oilers and Panthers, game number 1 of the Stanley Cup final, coming up this Saturday night in Sunrise. And good luck to the Panthers from all of your Everblades friends. Again, here at Hertz Arena, it's the Kansas City Mavericks leading the Florida Everblades 3-1. This is the Kelly Cup Finals, best of 7 series, tied 1-1, game 3, and the Everblades trailing by a pair of goals. Everblades have been doing a lot of traveling over the last week. Everblades traveled more than 4,100 miles. Starting in Estero, Florida, the Everblades went back to Glens Falls, New York for Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Everblades finished off the Adirondack Thunder in 6 games. That was more than 1,450 miles. And then from Glens Falls, New York, the Everblades traveled to Independence, Missouri for Game 1 of the Kelly Cup Finals last Friday, more than 1,200 miles. And then from Independence, Missouri, back to Estero, it's another 1,380 miles. Games 3, 4, and 5 of the Kelly Cup Finals right here at Hertz Arena. Game 4 is coming up on Friday night at 7:30. Game 5 this Saturday at 7. Second period coming up next. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals, 3-1 Kansas City. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
When you have pest control issues, you want a championship team on your side. Truly Nolan stays on the power play until your pests are gone. Like a strong penalty kill, our team will get your home's pest defense truly protected. Call 800-GO-TRULY or visit trulynolan.com to schedule your free inspection and get $50 off pest or rodent control.
Truly Nolan is a proud partner of the 2-time defending Kelly Cup champion Florida Everblades and proud to keep Hertz Arena pest-free.
The Hilton Garden Inn and Homewood Suites Fort Myers Airport FGCU hotels are proud partners with the Kelly Cup champions Florida Everblades. Located only 6 miles from the arena on the corner of Alico Road and Treeline Boulevard, next to the Gulf Coast Town Center, which provides plenty of options for pre-game gatherings. Both hotels offer discount rates for hockey fans and families. After cheering on your team, enjoy a quiet night in comfortable, newly renovated accommodations. Call today and ask for the Hertz Arena rate to take advantage of this special offer.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Fort Myers.
Many things have changed in healthcare, but at Lee Health, our mission remains the same. Complete, compassionate service for your entire family. With more than 750 providers at nearly 90 locations, Lee Physician Group's primary care, specialty care, pediatrics, and telemedicine experts are ready to help. Make an appointment today at leehealth.org. Lee Health and Lee Physician Group. Exceptional care everywhere.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Second period face-off courtesy of Rib City. Action underway. The visiting Mavericks leading 3-1. Puck at center ice, and it's worked in deep there now by the Everblades Sendon. Played around behind the Kansas City cage. Ryan Jones looking up ice, outletting to the right wing. Now rink wide on the near side. Konepke playing it ahead and inside the Florida ice. Goaltender Johnson gives way. Zmolik wraps it around the wall. Now at the right point, Duquette poked it ahead. And turning is Sendin inside his own end. Moberg on the right wing. Lead pass in across the blue line comes Chow. Chow working with it. Chow along the near side board, still grinding. Now up top, left point, long shot, and it's off a body and wide. Puck played ahead by Jacob Hayhurst. He started the scoring. Now it's worked in deep by Andreev. And back on the play goes the Everblades defenseman Sambrook, chipping it around the right wing boards. Jostling is there. Poke back to neutral ice. And Jostling leads the attack for Florida. At the blue line, he's stopped now on the play. Duquette into the far corner boards. And it's worked into the corner there now for Jostling. Trying to slide it up top, but it's intercepted. And it's Hayhurst skating it away. In across the blue line. Dropped it off. McKenna sends it towards the net, and it goes low and wide. McKenna wrapped it around the far boards. Picking it up now, Andreev. He cycles it. Taking over in behind his own net as Berzola finds some room to skate it. On that right wing side, Berzola through the center red line. He played it in deep. Far side boards, Koski trying to get it back in front. And it's now played on that right wing where Theo Calvis hits the center red line. He pumps it in there. Into the near corner now. It's Riley up with it. And around behind, Wedman takes over. Wedman, right wing pass, played it there for Hosang. Ahead on the play, Wedman cutting to the cage. And he got hauled down. And no penalty called. Back up ice on the counter attack. Here comes Andreev in across the blue line. In along the end wall. Now to the near side. Shot sent it wide. Cotton trying for the hat trick as it's played to the near side boards. Taking over at the half wall and backhanding was Koski. Now he forwards the puck. Got it back there for Calvis. And it's helped along by Nakbar. Back goes the Everblades defenseman Riley. Fed it to the far corner boards. Wedman working it ahead and Hosang on the move. Stick handling in across the blue line. Hosang double teamed on the play. Taken down on the play. And action continues. Worked around back of the net. Ryan Jones comes away with it. Bluebirds out here in full force now. Everblades fans feel that there should have been at least one of the last couple questionable non-calls. Now back up ice. Here comes Sendin to the near side for Carpenter. And the puck is jammed back to the blue line. Moberg lets it go. Blocked in front of the net. Up top, it's swatted out by Moberg, but fed ahead, and Schoonbert sends it inside the Florida ice. Moberg around back of his own net, banked it off the near wall, got it to center. Played ahead now for Carpenter. Long shoot in, and the goaltender LaFontaine didn't see it. It missed the target. Now it's played around back behind, and McLaughlin outlets to the near side for Curry. Headman pass, and after it there now is the forward Borchert as he got slammed hard along the end boards there by Sambrook. Now played down low, cycling is Walker. Near side, McLaughlin jumps up into the play, and he poked it into the corner. Backhanded up the boards by the defenseman Sambrook. Played back to the Kansas City blue line. McLaughlin near side, off the stick there of Hayhurst. And taking over inside his own zone is Berzola. Fed it around the kick plate on the left wing. And Pendenza goes rink wide. Here comes Berzola in across the blue line for Florida. It's a 3-1 game. Kansas City leading. Second period. Puck chipped around behind the Mavericks net. Now taking over is Pendenza up top at the blue line. A spinorama by Riley at the blue line. Trying to get it in front. Riley shoots and a stick stop. LaFontaine. Now it's played there by the captain on that far side, Pendenza. And the puck poked ahead. A 2-on-1 break. Stick handling in across the line is McKenna. And he has his pocket picked neatly there. Nice job by Jostling as it's played off the boards. Now sent back to center. Noel returns it back to the Florida ice. And it's Riley inside his own zone. Everblades down by a pair. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the second period as Lambden accelerates on that right wing side. Lambden going around back of the net. Circles the wagons. And off the shot, it goes off a shin guard there. Played back up ice now on the counterattack. Now played in behind the Florida net, and Ewens. He pokes it up the near side. Got it to the neutral ice. Following on the play, it's Hosang battling hard, and it's sent now for Ewens in across the line. Ewens shooting, and he zipped the shot wide. Play to the right point for Moberg. He cycles it down low. Far side boards, and down deep, Everblades pressing as the puck comes to the near line. Held in there by Moberg, and it's taken back by Cotton of the Mavericks. Inside the Florida end, Ewens back on the play, chipped it around behind his own net, and taking over Moberg with a lead pass for Lansdell. Little stutter stop there. Now it's played rink wide on the near side, and it's scooped up and taken by Nolan Walker. He's defended nicely, though, by Ewens as Lansdell comes up with it for Florida. And the crowd getting energized here again in this second period. Let's go Blades, the chant. As it's played now to the right wing. In across the line comes Skirving. Shooting, and a save made. LaFontaine took it into the midsection there, and he holds on. Jack LaFontaine, a former third-round draft pick of the Carolina Hurricanes in 2016. He played 2 games in the NHL with Carolina during the 21-22 season. Jack LaFontaine backstopping the Mavericks to a 3-1 second period lead. We're back with more of the Kelly Cup Finals in the ECHL. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Hey Everblades fans, want to join a team that's making a difference in people's lives? Arthrex is hiring. They develop innovative technologies that help treat orthopedic sports injuries around the world and right here in your community. Join a company that provides exciting corporate and manufacturing career opportunities with many exciting amenities and benefits, including free lunch, free on-site medical care, and much more, all starting on day one. Check out available jobs at careers.arthrex.com. That's careers.arthrex.com.
To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Making special moments at mealtime is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a Culver's creamy, fresh frozen custard and your favorite mix-ins? We handcraft every concrete mixer exactly the way you like. From caramel to your favorite candies like Butterfinger.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Back inside Hertz Arena, Kansas City ahead 3-1 on the Florida Everblades. This is the Kelly Cup Finals, game number 3 of the best of 7, tied 1 apiece. A 2-goal advantage for the Mavericks. Now in front of the net, chance for the Everblades. Backhander and a save made by the goaltender LaFontaine. He denied Reed Lebster. Lebster drawing back in here tonight. His last game was game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Lebster taking over from Ben Brar as play continues inside that Kansas City end now. Senden trying to get it in front. Carpenter fanning on a pass attempt. Now he got it across, and a shot there from Riley and a save made as the netminder makes the stop. That's LaFontaine. Now to the blue line again. Riley lets it go, and it's blocked in front of the net. Played up the near side on the left wing. Hayhurst takes it through center. Now in across the blue line. On the far side wall, poking at it. It's played there by Ewens. Back inside the Kansas City zone. And it's whistled. It's a late icing call, and it's going against the Everblades. Shots in favor of Florida, 15-12. Mavericks leading 3-1 in the game. Mavericks scoring all 3 goals in the opening period. David Cotton with a pair. Jacob Hayhurst also with a single marker. Logan Lambden scoring for the Everblades. And the face-off to the right now of Cam Johnson in the Florida net. Carpenter will take the draw. He lines up against Jaremko. Jake Jaremko was part of the Everblades Kelly Cup Championship team in 2022, along with Jake McLaughlin. And they're both on the ice right now, the two Jakes for the Kansas City Mavericks. Jaremko is wearing the C as the captain for the Mavericks. Third-year pro. He had his best season with the Everblades as a rookie. Last year, Jaremko suffered a long-term shoulder injury back in December. He did return in time for the 2023 playoffs. Back in the 21-22 season, Jaremko tied for 11th among ECHL rookies with 50 points on the year. Now it's played on the right wing and worked back inside the Kansas City zone. Up the middle pass, and Cotton takes it. Right wing side feed. In a cross. Shot there. Save made by Johnson. And on the counterattack, here comes Chow now for Florida. Up that left wing side. Ridden along the boards by Duquette. Taken off the play. Into the corner. McLaughlin feeds it on the backhand up the wall. Koski trying to step over some guys on that far side. Got upended. Play continues, and into the corner. McLaughlin gets another crack at it as Koski plays it ahead. Left wing. Poked there by Cotton, and it's taken by the Everblades. Zach Ewens in behind his own net. Under 12 minutes left, second period. Mavericks ahead by a pair, 3-1. At center now on the right wing, Pendenza chips it off the boards, plays it in deep. Jostling hustles in after it. In back of the Kansas City net, it's now played into the corner. Chow moves it up top, and it's sent back to center ice. Ewens recalibrates inside his own zone. He's getting pressured on the play by Borchert. Ewens on the backhand, played it up the wall now for Jostling, and here comes Pendenza in across the blue line. Pass rink wide. Riley shooting, and he whistles it wide. Played to the near side boards, and after it was Nakbar. In across the line comes Walker now for the Mavericks. He's slowed up by Sambrook. Into the corner, it's Riley trying to clear the zone. Held in by Jones at the right point. Now the puck comes there to Jones once again. And on the left wing, Konepke shooting, and a save made by Johnson. Makes a good glove stop there for Florida. 11:03 remaining now in this second period. 3-1 Kansas City. Never miss a goal with FloHockey. You can watch today's event live, along with all other FloHockey games for the rest of the season. Visit FloHockey.tv for more information and sign up for your subscription today. That's FLOHockey.tv. A lot of big battles going on, one-on-one battles in this game. Mavericks ahead by a pair of goals. For the Everblades, this is the third consecutive year that the Everblades are playing against the ECHL Brabham Cup champion in the Kelly Cup finals. Mavericks were the regular season points leader. In fact, the Mavericks had 25 more points than the Everblades in the regular season. Kansas City finishing with 114 points, including 54 wins. Everblades had 89 points on the year and 40 victories. Puck turned over inside the Florida zone. Chance for Andreev. Drop pass into the slot. Taken back now by the Everblades. And Wedman skates it swiftly up that left wing side. Matt Wedman shooting, and a save made LaFontaine as he squeezed the pillows just in the nick of time and holds on. LaFontaine is one of 10 Mavericks that are under contract to Coachella Valley, the AHL affiliate for Kansas City. The Firebirds still playing in the AHL Calder Cup playoffs, a 3-0 lead on Milwaukee in the Western Conference Finals. LaFontaine, a native of Mississauga, Ontario, just outside Toronto, 26-year-old, second full year of pro hockey. He's playing for his third ECHL team. He's played with the Norfolk Admirals and the Orlando Solar Bears. Played with the Solar Bears last year. Hosang got yanked down. Play continues. Right point now for Sambrook. Cross left wing side. Pad saved LaFontaine. Into the far corner. Players converge. Bottle things up there. Now along the end boards. Hosang battling with a couple Mavericks players. Puck comes loose for Cotton. Left wing side. He sent it back and inside the Everblades ice. And icing called against Kansas City. There's only been 2 penalties called in the game, both against Florida. Mavericks are 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. And we're essentially at the halfway point in the game. 10:04 left, second period. And the faceoff comes to the right of Jack LaFontaine in the Kansas City cage. LaFontaine has allowed just 6 goals in his last 6 playoff appearances. Allowed just 1 goal in game 2. He allowed 1 in game 1 as well. He came in relief of Cale Morris, who is the backup tonight for the Mavericks. And he's allowed one here tonight. Now the lead pass, and it's sent in deep. 3-1 Kansas City leading, second period. Into the far corner, it's Sendon picking it up for Florida. Up top of the blue line, shot and stick stop. LaFontaine, another chance, scores! Sendon in front of the net, a quick shot, and the Everblades within one. Carpenter fed it in front, and Sendon buried. Mark Sendon now with 7 goals in the playoffs. This crowd is rocking. Oh, so loud and proud here tonight. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. It's a pivotal one and a big tally for Sendon and the Everblades. 3-2 Kansas City. Puck sent back and inside the Florida end. Icing called against the Mavericks. This crowd is delirious after that Sendon goal as the Everblades get the momentum shift back in their direction. Face off to the right of LaFontaine in the Kansas City net. He's played for 3 AHL teams: Jack LaFontaine, Chicago Wolves, Syracuse Crunch, and Coachella Valley Firebirds. Face off to his right. Off the draw, Pendenza forwarded the puck. Puck scooped up now on the play by Borchert, trying to clear it. And it's sent back to the blue line. Left point, Ewens has it. He cycles it down deep. Wrapped around the boards, Riley with a shot in front of the net. Puck is loose, and a gaping side. And unable to get a stick on it there was the Everblades captain, Pendenza. As it's played now on the left wing, Schoonberg dumped it into the right wing corner. Back on the play, Everblades defenseman Ewens back there, pushing and shoving along the end boards. Up top of the blue line, Jones at the right point. He got the puck there now for Schoonberg. Rink wide for Konepke on the left wing. Around behind the Everblades net. Ewens takes a couple swipes at it. And Konepke down deep as well. Now it's played up top to the right point, and Cotton worked it off the wall. Everblades mishandle. Jaremko steals, and he threw it in front. Miscommunication for the Everblades there inside their own end. Cotton out of the right wing. Shot and a stick stop by Johnson. As a sprawling stop there. Puck played ahead to center. Bouncing puck. And Chow nearly got in on a breakaway there, but recovering was Konepke just in the nick of time. 3-2 Kansas City, second period. Konepke outlets to the near side. Here comes Cotton in across the blue line. Cotton shoved along the boards there by Lambden. Now into the far corner. It's played off the wall by Sambrook, unable to clear, and a turnaround chance and sent wide of the net by Koski. Everblades inside their own end. Berzola backhands around behind for Sambrook. On the left wing, Wedman carries ahead now. Right wing side pass for Hosang through center. He's stopped though at the Kansas City blue line. Now Berzola follows on the play. Drop pass, worked it for Lambden. Rink wide, and the pass too hot for Hosang. Played to the near side boards. Out of the blue line, Berzola tees and fires, and a glove save, LaFontaine. He waved at it and brings it in with the mitt. Making that stop there, a 3-2 Kansas City lead. 7:26 to go, second period. A one-goal game here tonight. First 2 games in this series were lopsided. Everblades took game 1 8-1. Kansas City bounced back with a 5-1 game 2 decision. 3-2 here tonight. Face off inside the Kansas City ice. Sendon, who has the latest Everblades goal, wins the face-off. Carpenter there, Moberg shooting, and he wrists it wide. Near side boards off the wall, and on the left wing, it's played ahead by Hayhurst. Got it to the neutral ice. Now in transition, trying to gain it cleanly. It's now worked to the left wing where Hayhurst mishandles, and the Everblades, Reese Smolik inside his own end. Wearing the A as one of the alternate captains here at home, along with Bobo Carpenter. On that left wing, it's played now by Moberg. He kicked the puck to center ice, and the puck goes into the Kansas City bench and out of play. Well, the Mavericks are guided by Chad O'Had. in his 4th year behind the Kansas City bench. He's a former Everblades associate head coach. He spent 7 years with Florida from 2013 to 2020, including 4 years as the right-hand man for the Everblades head coach Brad Ralph. Ohad is also a former Junior Blades GM and head coach from 2010 to 2013. And when he was with the Junior Blades, the overall record for Ohad was 112 and just 19 losses. And now Chanson Quillen, the shot sails wide. Everblades looking for that tying tally. Work to the near side boards and along the wall. Unable to clear it was Borchert, now along the near wall. It's taken by Wedman, shooting, and a save made. LaFontaine. Getting back to Tad Ohad, the head coach, though, for Kansas City. Again, he won the USPHL National Championship in 2017 when he was with the Junior Blades. Ohad, a native of Yakima, Washington, and he's assisted by former Everblades defenseman Riley Weslowski, who's in his 3rd year behind the Mavericks bench. Weslowski played 8 games in the regular season during the 18-19 season for Florida, and then 15 more in the postseason. And he was coached by both Brad Ralph and Tad Ohad in his time in Florida. Chance, send it, and he whistles that one wide. Left point, and unable to hold it in was Ewens. And now the play is halted. Action stopped with 6:17 left to go in period number 2, and a 3-2 Mavericks lead. 3-2 Kansas City. Shots in favor of the Everblades, 21-15. These two teams battling for the national championship at the Premier AA level, the ECHL. And the Kelly Cup is up for grabs. It stands 28 inches tall and it weighs 19 pounds. Everblades trying to become the first team in ECHL history to win it 3 straight times. It's never been done. 5 teams have won back-to-back titles, but no one has ever three-peated in the Premier AA Hockey League. 6:05 left, 2nd period. 3-2 Kansas City. Puck inside the Mavericks end, and it's taken over now by Marc-Olivier Duquette in back of his own cage. Duquette has an assist here tonight. Outlets on that right wing, and at center, Jaremko, as the puck goes off the stick of Lansdell, and it ricochets high, and it goes out of play. So another stoppage. We have 5:49 to go now. It's game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. Mavericks leading the Everblades 3-2. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Everblade fans, tired of hitting the crossbar on how little you're earning with your checking account? With Lake Michigan Credit Union's 3% max checking account, you can earn nearly $450 extra every year. Use it for extra Blades merch, extra tickets to the game, or whatever extra you want. So let your wallet feel like it's always on a power play by stopping by one of LMCU's 20 Florida locations or by going to lmcu.org to learn more. LMCU, a proud sponsor of Everblades Hockey. Rates as of October 11, 2023 and subject to change after account opening. Details and requirements apply. Insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Dr. Michelle Seward with the Accident Clinic of Southwest Florida. Have you or a loved one been in a car accident? If so, stop in so we can take care of you and your loved ones. Your health is my #1 priority. Back pain, neck pain, headaches, shoulder pain, let me help you get your life back. We know being involved in an accident is stressful. Let us help. Our team of experts will guide you and make this strenuous process simple for you. Stop in or call the Accident Clinic of Southwest Florida today at 239-945-1717.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Welcome back to Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. Mike Kelly with you here tonight. 5:49 left, 2nd period. The visiting Kansas City Mavericks have a 3-2 lead on the hometown Florida Everblades. Kelly Cup Finals game number 3 with the series knotted up at 1 apiece. Moberg with a lead pass trying to connect there with Pendenza. LaFontaine, the goaltender, swept it around behind, and it's worked now by Noel on the left wing. Lead pass, and on the move, it's Andrea playing it inside there for McKenna. Now McKenna gets the return feed, and a save made by Johnson. Played on that right wing side for Jostling through center. Dump to the left wing side in front of the net. Backhand chance. And Smolik, he had the green light, and he just got it over top of the net and wide. Down to the blue line. Pendenza shooting, and a bouncing shot towards the net. And it's cleared away by the Mavericks to center. Taking over is Ewens at his own blue line. Rink wide now for Riley. He wrapped it off the far boards. At center, it's taken back on the play by Theo Calvis, and it's offside called against the Mavericks. Players having some words outside the Kansas City bench. Sean Jostling in there, drawing away with Jeremy McKenna. Cole Koski in the middle of it as well. Kansas City won the Brabham Cup as the ECHL regular season champion. It was the second time in team history that the Mavericks won that mark. They also took the Brabham Cup in 2016. Kansas City, though, trying to become the first team to win the Brabham Cup and the Kelly Cup since Alaska did it in 2014. It's been 10 years. It's tough to win both the Brabham Cup with the most points, because when you go to the playoffs, you're not sneaking up on anyone. There's a big old target on your back, and everyone wants to knock off the regular season champion. This is game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. 3-2 Kansas City. Series tied 1 apiece. Trying to get that shot through now is Walker in back of the net. Now Wedman played it into the far corner. Ewens recalibrates with it for Florida. And Ewens works it ahead on the right wing, and here comes Hosang. He steps on the gas. Now cruises around behind. Hosang playing it to the blue line. Berzola near side for Ewens. Centering feed, and Wedman redeflected wide. Far side boards. Hosang picks it up. Everblades pressing. Up top, it's taken now by Lambden. Across, one-timer, and Sambrook denied there by LaFontaine. Sambrook jumping up on the play on that left wing. Puck taken back by Borchert. Got it back to the Florida blue line. Berzola backpedals inside his own end. Worked it up the middle, and here comes Chow. Drop pass. Hosang in the slot. Chow at the side, and a save by LaFontaine. Oliver Chow riding a 3-game point streak. 3 goals and 3 assists over the last 3 games for Chow. LaFontaine, though, comes up with a big stop on Chow in close. Everblades were moving quickly there. It's still 3-2 for the Mavericks. 3:44 left, second period. Everblades are in the Kelly Cup Finals for an ECHL record 7th time. First ECHL team ever in the 36 years to reach the finals in 3 consecutive seasons. Everblades have a record 11 straight playoff round victories. They've won 11 playoff series in a row. And the Everblades are the underdog again. They've really relished, though, this underdog situation. 7 of the last 8 series, the Everblades have been the underdog. And that's dating back to the Kelly Cup Finals in 2022. Everblades seem to be a team of destiny. Face off to the left of the goaltender, LaFontaine in the Kansas City net. 3-2 Mavericks. In to take the draw, and working at the Everblades, control it off the face-off. Sambrook across, one-timer, and LaFontaine a save there on a big blast from Zach Berzola. He peppered that one from 58 feet, right on target. A huge crowd on hand here tonight at Hertz Arena. It's got to be close to a sellout. Friday night's game, there are no more seats available. We've opened up standing room only. A 7:30 game on Friday night, and the same story for Saturday as well. All the seats are sold, but there is standing room only. So those 2 games are guaranteed sellouts, and it's a raucous crowd here tonight. They're bringing the ruckus. On the left wing now after it is Chow. Chow trying to get it in front. Shot there from Skirving, and it skipped into the corner. Near side boards along the wall. Battling there was Lebster. He cycled it. And now Chow turns with it on the far side. Back up top. Berzola trying to work it in front. Gloved away. Taken back by the Blades. Shot from Mobergen. That one was blocked. Now it goes rink wide on the left wing, and Andreev gaining the blue line. Andreev shooting, and a stop made by Johnson in front of the net. and it's played into the corner. Puck taken back by Chow of the Everblades, and he wrists it down the ice. Icing called against Florida. Max Andreev with a nifty toe drag in the offensive zone. A 25-year-old rookie from Russia. Andreev wears uniform number 44 for Kansas City. He was named to the All-ECHL rookie team along with teammate Cade Borchert. Andreev led all ECHL rookies with 54 assists. He was third in rookie points with 73 and tied for first in the ECHL overall with a plus 34 rating in the regular season. Berzola on that right wing side, darting in there, going now around back of the net. Lebster trying to get it in front and into the end zone corner. It's dug loose now by Lansdell of the Everblades. Shovels it up top. Berzola tries to get the shot through. It's blocked. Lebster trying the backhand, and it sends to the blue line. Riley has it. His shot over the net and wide. At the side of the net, Sendin trying to score on the short side. He tried to bank it off LaFontaine. Nothing doing there. 2:20 to go, second period. Kansas City leading by 1. It's 3-2 for the Mavericks. Near side boards, played back to center ice. Carpenter trying to get to it. Now it's played on that right wing side. Sendin into the corner. Puck to the right wing. Riley on the backhand in front of the net. And a wild scramble. And LaFontaine comes up with it. A little helter-skelter in front of the goaltender, LaFontaine. Everblades just couldn't beat the netminder for Kansas City. Well, the first 6,000 fans tonight received a free rally towel, and it's the same story on Friday night. First 6,000 will receive that free rally towel. It's all courtesy of Scanlon and Jermaine Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. The doors will open at a special time of 6 o'clock. That's 90 minutes before the puck drops on Friday. And the doors will be open early, and they will open only on the east side at the Pro Shop and the Breakaway Sports Pub entrance. So keep that in mind. The game starts at 7:30. Doors open at 6. Usually it's only an hour before the Everblades games, but again, that game is already sold out. There are standing room only tickets available. You won't have a seat, but you might have a chance to watch some history as it's played now inside the Kansas City end. 3-2 Mavericks. Puck back inside the Florida ice, and icing called against Kansas City. Everblades with a heavy shot advantage now, 28-15. In the second period alone, the Everblades are out shooting Kansas City 19-2. It's a tilted ice here in the second period. The Everblades really revving it up. They've scored once here in this middle stanza. Mark Sendin with his 7th of the playoffs. Carpenter and Smolik picked up the assists as the puck goes into the corner. Everblades really reaching back and digging deep here in this middle period. Puck comes to the neutral area, and now it's worked inside the Florida ice. Chow getting it back there inside the Everblades end, and it's Ewens in behind his own net. A minute 23 remaining here now in this second period. Kansas City with 3 first period goals, 2 by former Everblade David Cotton. In across the blue line, Chow trying to get started. Turned over, and it's fed ahead by Cotton. Got it inside the Everblades end. Ewens from his own territory, lead pass, and just out of the reach there of Jostling. Puck back inside the Kansas City zone. Icing waved off. Final minute of the second period. And here comes Ryan Jones. Now in across the line. Chance there, shot, and Walker denied by Johnson. Puck comes to the near side wall. They continue to grind along the boards, battling along the wall, trying to dig it free. They continue to work along the boards there, battling tooth and nail, and now it comes loose. McLaughlin left point, trying to get it in front. Now it's sent down deep, and Ewens takes it around back of his own net. Ewens on that left wing side, played off the wall, got it ahead for the captain Pendenza at center. Turned over, though, and it's taken back by Curry. He works it towards Johnson, kept it alive. At center ice, it's poked ahead further now by Jostling. In after it is Wedman, and he applies a check now, comes in front of the net. Lambden to Redmond. Redmond trying to get a stick on it. Puck is loose, and it just trickles wide. And after it is Andreev, and the second period comes to a close. The Everblades were trying for a buzzer beater, and it didn't miss by much. The puck was trickling there, and it was just wide of the net right at the end of the second period. So the Everblades do get the only goal of the middle stanza. Second period has been the Everblades' best here in the postseason. Third period right around the corner, but we'll have the second intermission report. That's coming up next. And we hope you can join us for that on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Fun for the crew, fun for the family, fun for everyone. Dave & Buster's is the place to be for all things fun. From 140 plus awesome games, massive screens, and an incredible menu of top-notch food and drinks, there's nowhere better to be. Stop by. You know you want to. Dave & Buster's, Bell Tower, Fort Myers.
At Duncan's Diamonds, we are obsessed with finding you a diamond as unique as your love. As direct diamond importers, we traveled the world to find pieces of unbeatable value and quality. Duncan's Diamonds, we have 30 times the selection of a typical jewelry store. From enchanting engagement rings to previously enjoyed Rolex timepieces, we have a special something for everyone. Duncan's Diamonds, US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, Naples at Mercado, and Port Charlotte Town Center.
The newest entertainment venue concept in Southwest Florida is Sports Challenge America. Test your skills in one of their challenges. Enjoy bowling or a wide variety of simulated sports, including golf, shooting, baseball, basketball, and hockey. Their food and drink menu features delicious comfort food, signature cocktails, and beers from around the world. Sports Challenge America, where winners play and players win. Bonita Beach Road, next to the Bonita Poker Room. Fun for the whole family. For more info, log on to sportschallengeamerica.com.
Swing into Naples Zoo for something new. For the first time ever, Naples Zoo has welcomed orangutans. Come meet your new red-haired great ape neighbors today. In addition to the new orangutans, you'll see zebras, African lions, exotic birds, and endangered species like giraffes, a Florida panther, and more. Embark on the primate expedition cruise to see monkeys, lemurs, and gibbons. Don't miss this fun-filled family day when you visit to welcome your new orangutan neighbors to the Naples Zoo. Purchase tickets online today at napleszoo.org.
Hey Everblades fans, are you looking for internship or co-op opportunities while completing undergraduate or graduate degrees? Check out Arthrex. They develop innovative technologies that help treat orthopedic sports injuries around the world and right here in your community. From professional athletes to weekend warriors, they care about helping people get back in the game. If you're looking to make a difference, join a global company that provides exciting opportunities and experiences to enhance your professional development. And don't wait, openings for summer internships and spring co-ops are available now. Check out careers.arthrex.com. That's careers.arthrex.com.
Hi, this is Nathan Perkovich, Everblades Kelly Cup champion. I would like to invite you to call us at RDS Air Conditioning. We are a family-owned business with more than 50 years of combined experience, and we would like to handle all of your cooling and heating needs. We provide excellent service with honesty and integrity. No gimmicks, no upsell, just quality work and affordable prices. Call RDS Air Conditioning at 239-313-9174 or visit us online at rdsairconditioning.com.
Make Wednesday the highlight of your week at Dave & Buster's. Every week for the rest of time, get half-price games Wednesdays at D&B. All 140-plus games are half the price. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Stop by your nearest Dave & Buster's for all-day fun and play. You know you want to. Visit Dave & Buster's, Bell Tower, Fort Myers.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now with the intermission report, back to the voice of the Blades, Mike Kelly.
Welcome back to Hertz Arena. It's the Culver's second intermission report. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. It's my pleasure to be joined by longtime friend Joe Babick from the ECHL, senior PR and historical specialist, on hand here tonight with our annual meeting and interview, it seems like. Great to have you again joining us. Great game here tonight, Joe.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always, Mike. But yeah, it's been a very entertaining game, back and forth, some good hard hitting, some great saves by both goaltenders. It's been an entertaining one to watch.
Absolutely. You've done a great job again this year, you and the ECHL staff, and the media guide here, produced by yourself, just fantastic. I mean, you haven't missed a beat. There's a, you know, if the glass breaks or the net comes off its moorings,
it gets in.
You got me covered, so I appreciate it, Joe.
No, it's a labor of love. It's been a great run going back to the 2001-02 season with PD, and still love what I do every day, so can't beat it.
Yeah, there's a lot of great names you could bring up, guys like Jack Capuano and Davis Payne, and they're still involved in the game as well.
Yeah, it's great to see those guys. I saw Cappy in San Jose back in March when Ottawa came out and caught up with him. So it's great to make friends and meet people. As you just mentioned, we've known each other for over 20 years now. It's hard to believe, but it's that's the great thing about hockey. You meet somebody once and they almost become a friend for life.
Absolutely. This is your 14th year already with the ECHL. You joined the league back in March of 2010. You're responsible for the communications efforts of the ECHL, and there's a whole list of duties that you have. You must be working 24/7.
It almost seems that way during the season, but the off season will be here soon enough, and there'll be a little bit of downtime, but get right back into it. Like I said, when you're working in sports, it's great. What else could you imagine doing? It's been a fun ride.
Well, the ECHL, a 27-team league, expanding next year to 29. More work, but a lot more fun.
Yeah, it's great to see 2 new teams coming in next year with Bloomington and Tahoe. I think that Tahoe is going to be a very great addition to the West there for another team out in the Mountain Division, a brand new building, and the reception we've had from that team out there has been great. Tim Tebow obviously being the face and the majority owner of the team. I think it's going to be a great addition to the league to have Tahoe come in.
Awesome. Talk about all the press releases that you crank out. It's just really amazing. Earlier today, sending out the news that Chuck Schammel was named the recipient of the Ryan Birmingham Memorial Award. But I could go over. I got a binder full of all the press releases.
I think you have every release going back to 1988 there, it seems like. But, when you have a league like this, it goes coast to coast. There's a lot of news and a lot of deserving people who need the recognition. So it's great to be able to do that and get the information out there to everybody.
What kind of a challenge is it, though, with all the different time zones and, the ECHL spread from coast to coast and one team in Canada as well, in Quebec?
Yeah, just, trying to make sure that everybody gets the recognition they deserve, and you don't want to short-sight anyone, but, with a lot of teams, you got to rely on a lot of other people to help you out. So, people like you and Adam Winslow and the PR and broadcasters from all the teams do a great job of helping out. We wouldn't be able to do our job without you guys.
Fantastic. You have Amanda Aerosmith as well in your marketing and PR and communications department. Everything going great as far as the full staff there in the ECHL.
Yeah, it's been a great season. We've had record numbers on our website, record numbers on FloHockey watching this year. So, as you said, it just grows and grows every year. So it's certainly been rewarding to see the growth here over the last few years.
Absolutely. Talk about Joe Ernst. He's moving on, but still staying in the league. That's great for the ECHL, but certainly he'll be missed at the league office.
Oh, no doubt about it. Joe's been with the league since almost day one. He started as a referee back in 1991-92, so 33 years. In the front office for almost 20 years now, and in his current role for 12 or 13. So it'll certainly be a big loss. We'll be sad to see him go, but like you said, he'll still be involved in the league with the Zoyer Sports Group, so it'll be nice to have him still around and be involved in the league and everything going on.
Commissioner Ryan Creelan will be here over the weekend, and so will Mr. Kelly Cup, Patrick J. Kelly, and what a thrill that'll be to have those two gentlemen here with us again.
Oh, yeah, he would have loved to have been here tonight, but Mrs. Kelly turns 91 tomorrow, so he can't miss the birthday, You don't want to get Mrs. Kelly mad at you, so even though you have a cup named after you, Mrs. Kelly comes first, so it'll be great to see Mr. Kelly on Friday.
That's the same in my household.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, Mrs. Kelly getting inducted into the ECHL Hall of Fame this year, what a special moment that was.
Yeah, that was great in Savannah during the All-Star festivities to see her recognized, as we call her the First Lady of the ECHL. A lot of people probably don't realize that for the first few years of the league, she was the only other employee other than Mr. Kelly. She was doing all the bookkeeping and the finance and the behind-the-scenes stuff, which I don't know how only one person did that, but there's only 5 teams back then, so probably a little easier. But without her, it would have been very hard for him to have the league run as smoothly as it has and grown as quickly as it has.
Well, we're certainly indebted to both Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, pioneers for the ECHL, and look what the league's become now today. It's just fabulous.
It's crazy to see the growth. Like you said, 29 teams next year will be the most since we had 31 back in 2003-04. There'll be 1,044 games in the regular season next season, just the exponential growth. And, there's some interested markets for the 25-26 season, so I don't know that we'll get to 32 that quickly, but probably in the next 4 or 5 years you'll see the 32 teams, which will match both the NHL and the AHL.
How exciting. And earlier this week, the ECHL announced the schedule, and I know you're heavily involved in that.
Yeah, thank goodness that's over for another year. That's a laborious project that myself and Dan Petrino do. It was a little longer of a process this year with the Newfoundland situation and some other things going on, but it's always good to get that off the plate and not have to worry about that again until December or January time.
How do you guys pick the schedule? I mean, is it a dartboard like people joke?
Well, kind of in a way. We used to do magnets on a big magnet board, but now we've kind of graduated to basically doing the same thing on a computer program that we have, and it's just as seeing who's available when and who's going where. So it's just like one big giant jigsaw puzzle. It's a lot of I don't want to say it's fun, but it's a good challenge, and it's interesting to see how it all comes together.
Yeah, fascinating job. Great work, Joe.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to have you here, and enjoy the rest of the Kelly Cup Finals.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. That's Joe Babick, the ECHL Senior PR and Historical Specialist, as the Kansas City Mavericks lead 3-2 after 40 minutes. Back with more, including the second intermission. We'll recap tonight's game. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Are you ready, kids? Looking for a costume to liven up an event or to spice up an evening? Look no further than Masquerade and Balloons Galore. Costumes can turn anything from plain to insane. Buy or rent with thousands of costumes, masks, wigs, props, magic, thousands of balloons, and more. Masquerade and Balloons Galore in Naples and North Fort Myers has what you're looking for. To get a glimpse, visit them at masqueradeswfl.com. Masquerade and Balloons Galore.
I am Iron Man.
When people rise up to help their community, the world begins to change. This is what Project Outreach is all about. We are people helping people, and you can be a part of it. Our nonprofit partners with schools, churches, and other organizations to identify needs right here in Southwest Florida that otherwise go unnoticed. But as the needs of our community grow, so does our need for support. 100% of donations stay local and go directly to those in need. Learn how you can support us at projectoutreachnaples.com.
Hey y'all, this is Chip from Buffalo Chips Restaurant in historic Bonita Springs. Thank you for supporting our local family-owned business for over 35 years. Of course we're known for the best chicken wings, but now we're known for the best barbecue too. Baby backs, pulled pork, and beef brisket are all rubbed and smoked low and slow in-house. Oh, the fish tacos and the Greek salad are pretty darn good too. Our upscale dive has lots of memorabilia, the friendliest staff, great food, and the coldest beer. That's Buffalo Chips Restaurant. I'll see you there.
Hello, Blades fans. This is Freeze Play Chiropractic and Cryotherapy. Not only do we take care of our hockey players on the ice, but we help our community off the ice by reaching their optimal health. We offer many modalities, including cryotherapy, infrared sauna, and of course, chiropractic care. Call Freeze Play today to schedule your appointment at 239-354-7744. That's 239-354-7744. We'll see you soon.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now with the intermission report, back to the voice of the Blades, Mike Kelly.
Welcome back to the Culver's second intermission report. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. The Kansas City Mavericks with a 3-2 lead on the Florida Everblades. It's Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best of 7 series tied 1 apiece. As we come to you from the Anajar and Levine broadcast booth here tonight, Kansas City had a 3-1 lead after the first period. Mavericks with goals by Jacob Hayhurst and 2 from David Cotton, the former Everblade. Everblades with a first period goal by Logan Lambden, his 5th of the postseason. In the second period, Everblades cut the margin to 1. Mark Senden with his 7th of the playoffs at 10:24. Bobo Carpenter and Reese Smolik with the assists on the Senden tally. And it's 3-2 Kansas City after 40 minutes. Shots in the second period, 19-4 in favor of the Everblades. Florida really kicking it up a notch here, especially in that middle stanza. Everblades did get rewarded with 1 second period goal. And Florida in the shot category leading 29-16 on Kansas City. Mavericks are 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Everblades have yet to get a chance with the man advantage. Everblades goaltender Cam Johnson has made 13 saves tonight, while Jack LaFontaine for Kansas City has turned away 27 of 29. 3-2 Mavericks leading the Everblades in pivotal Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Time now for the scoreboard update brought to you by Radiology Regional, the Everblades' trusted diagnostic imaging provider. Final 2 teams in the ECHL going at it here tonight. It's for the national champion at the Premier AA hockey level, this Kelly Cup Final Series. In the American Hockey League, Calder Cup playoffs are idle tonight. Tomorrow night, Hershey travels to Cleveland for Game 4. The Bears leading that best-of-7 series 3-0. And the defending Calder Cup champion, Hershey Bears, looking to try to sweep the Monsters tomorrow in Cleveland. And the Coachella Valley Firebirds looking to sweep the Milwaukee Admirals tomorrow night. Coachella Valley leading 3-0. Game 4 of that series will be in Milwaukee tomorrow night. Meanwhile, in the National Hockey League, the Stanley Cup Final get underway on Saturday night. It's an 8 o'clock game, and the Everblades NHL affiliate, the Florida Panthers, will play host to the Edmonton Oilers. The North against the South, the United States against Canada, and it's the furthest distance between opponents in Stanley Cup Final history. The distance between Sunrise, Florida, and Edmonton, Alberta, 2,993 miles, and that's if you make every right turn in a 44-hour drive. So if you hopped in the car right now, it'd take you a couple days. You could get to the final, but if you live in Estero, Florida, the home of the Everblades, it'll only take you 90 minutes across Alligator Alley over to see the NHL Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final for a second straight year. Again, all the best to the Cats from your Blades friends here in Southwest Florida. Third period right around the corner. Kansas City 3, Florida 2. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Best-of-7 series tied 1-1. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Pass across, backhand, score! The Florida Everblades advance to the Kelly Cup Finals and seek to be the first team in ECHL history to three-peat as they face the Kansas City Mavericks. The Southern Division and Eastern Conference champion Florida Everblades host games 3, 4, and 5 of the series at Hertz Arena Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night. The first 6,000 fans on Wednesday and Friday receive a Kelly Cup rally towel, courtesy of Scanlon and Germain Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. Purchase tickets online at the Fifth Third Bank box office at Hertz Arena or call 948-PUCK. That's 948-PUCK.
Southwest Florida knows barbecue, but Rib City knows baby back ribs, and we smoke them to fall off the bone perfection. Ribs so good, we guarantee them. In fact, if you have to pick up a knife to eat our baby back ribs, we'll pick up your meal. That's right. If you have to pick up a knife to eat our baby back ribs, we'll pick up your meal. No bones about it. We're open 7 days a week, proudly serving baby back ribs and real barbecue throughout Southwest Florida. Join us today at any of our 11 neighborhood locations in Lee and Collier counties. Order online at ribcity.com. Serving Southwest Florida for over 55 years, Lightning Wireless Solutions specializes in two-way radios, vehicle tracking solutions, vehicle equipment, and emergency lightning. Our vision is to be the leading distributor in the markets we serve by offering the newest equipment, competitive rates, and superior customer service. You can count on Lightning Wireless Solutions to be your one-source provider for wireless communications and emergency vehicle solutions. Be sure to visit us online at lwsinc.net.
When you have pest control issues, you want a championship team on your side. Truly Nolan stays on the power play until your pests are gone. Like a strong penalty kill, our team will get your home's pest defense truly protected. Call 800-GO-TRULY or visit trulynolan.com to schedule your free inspection and get $50 off pest or rodent control.
Truly Nolan is a proud partner of the two-time defending Kelly Cup champion Florida Everblades and proud to keep Hertz Arena pest-free.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Teams are back on the ice as we get set for this third period of play. It's Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Series tied 1 apiece. Kansas City leading this game 3-2. They always say defense and goaltending wins championships. The Everblades are better in the defense and goals against on average per game. Kansas City, though, leading in the offensive category as far as goals for as the third period is underway. Packing in City ice. LaFontaine kept the puck alive. Now to the near side boards, playing it there was Konepke, and on the move, here comes Walker in across the blue line now for Kansas City. He had his pocket picked, though, by Senden of the Everblades. And at the blue line, it's held in now by Konepke. Long shot and sailed wide. Moberg near side. Played back and inside the Kansas zone. Back after it, and icing is called against Florida. 33 seconds gone by in this third period of play. Florida trying to become the first ECHL team to ever three-peat. Everblades have won an ECHL record 11 consecutive Kelly Cup playoff series. Both teams 3 wins away from winning the Kelly Cup. Mavericks up 3-2 here tonight. Face-off inside the Florida end. And players a little jumpy off the draw. They'll drop it again. Inside the Everblades ice, Carpenter wins the face-off. Played now by Zmolik up the near side. Got it to the neutral ice. Poke back inside the Florida end. And Zmolik inside his own territory. Looking up ice. Now he elects to pass across. Defensive partner Cole Moberg playing it ahead. Pendenza helped it along. Inside the zone, LaFontaine outlets to the left wing. Pass up the middle. And it's worked back inside the Kansas City territory. Getting it there was Duquette across, and now shooting it ahead was McLaughlin. Puck sent back inside the Everblades end, and the goaltender Johnson kept it alive. Worked there into the near corner, and here comes Ewens now for Florida. Zach Ewens has some room to skate through center, in across the blue line, left wing, but his teammate ahead of the play, and it's called offside against Florida. Well, you can score on fun with an Everblades group package. Discounted tickets are available for groups of 10 or more, and that's next year. You can reserve your group package by calling or texting the Blades front office, 239-948-7825. It's always so much fun when you bring a group of 10 or more. Have a good old time here at Hertz Arena. And thank you again to all the fans over the year. Still 2 more home games left. Fan support has been incredible. Attendance continues to rise, more than 6,300 on average in the regular season. Everblades attracting over 230,000 fans to the regular season games. Another huge crowd here tonight. Play continues on the right wing. Jostling shooting and a blocker save. LaFontaine near side. Now Pendenza goes around back of the Mavericks net. Up top of the blue line, Sambrook cycles. Played it down deep in there for Jostling. Jostling trying to get it to the blue line. Chopped at by Sambrook. Puck squirts free. Turned over. Chance in front of the net. Score! And it's a 3-3 tie. Oh, the Mavericks played the puck like a bag of rocks, and the Everblades take advantage. This crowd going berserk. A 3-3 deadlock. Chow continues his point streak now at 4 straight games. 4 goals in the last 4. And the Everblades have clawed back to tie the score. An egregious error. And the Everblades make the Mavericks pay. Threes on the board. A huge tally. The Everblades getting the last 2 goals to tie it up again. Second time the Everblades have drawn even with the Mavericks on the night. Puck sent in deep now and in along the end boards. Moberg in there after it. In back of the net, it's played by the Everblades Smolik. And the crowd all revved up now. In across the blue line comes Wedman. Now to Hosang. Hosang looking in front of the net. Hosang stick handling. Now up top. It's played there by Moberg. He lets it go. Shot sent wide. Near side boards and Smolik. Left wing. He jumped up into the play. Now goes around behind the Mavericks net. Reese Smolik for the Everblades. Playing it into the near corner boards. Konepke after it. Lambden trying to get to it. Now Hosang takes over. Josh Hosang, high stick on the play. Brought down to the ice. And play continues. Now it's touched by the Mavericks. And Hosang down in a heap in the corner, face first on the ice. Now he's slow, he gets up to his knees. Athletic trainer for the Everblades, Nick Pavinsky, coming out to attend to Hosang. And they're discussing it, whether or not there should be a penalty. And Hosang coming over to the officials, showing them that he has some blood. And they're going to have more discussions now at center ice. The four officials get into a conference. And it's just the four of them inside the center circle at center. And they are in a heated discussion. Will there be a penalty going against Kansas City? The Mavericks have not had a penalty called against them here tonight. And now it looks like they all skate away, and there's going to be some discussion as they are going over to take a look at Hosang just to make sure and see whether or not he was cut on the play. And now Tyler Haskell, the referee, is coming over to relay to the penalty timekeepers area the decision that has been made. There is no signal from the officials on the ice, and everyone waited on the edge of their seat here, waiting to see if there will be a penalty call going against Kansas City. The Mavericks have both power plays tonight. They've went 1 for 2 with the man advantage, and it is certainly a crucial juncture of the game with the score tied 3-3, 16:55 left in the third period. And it doesn't appear that there will be a penalty call going against Kansas City. And the fans getting restless. And now they're going to call it against the Mavericks. So the Everblades get their first power play chance of the game. And it's a double minor. And it's going against David Noel. And so the Everblades on the power play, brought to you by State Insurance USA. Everblades in the series are 0 for 5 with the man advantage. Overall in the playoffs, the Everblades have scored 7 power play goals. Florida scored 4 of those against Adirondack and 3 against Orlando. So it's now Noel is getting waved out of the penalty box. And in comes Brian Jones. So they had the wrong guy initially. So Jones sits in the sin bin, and the Everblades get the power play. And off the draw, Carpenter won the face-off, but they'll drop the puck again. And there's 16:55 left again. Period number 3 in a 3-3 tie. Off the draw, puck of the blue line. Riley tees it up, and it's blocked in front of the net. Now taken on the half wall far side. Pendenza looking to set it up for Florida. Captain Joe working it to the blue line, right point. Riley is there. Now to Pendenza, half wall far side. And he's unable to get it back. It went off the skates there of Jaremko, and it ricochets out of play. Jake Jaremko, again, a former Blade. He was part of the Kelly Cup Championship team 2 years ago. Jaremko was traded, though, a couple days after that. He was part of the future considerations. Now the puck comes to center ice, and in across the line comes Jaremko. He's stopped now on the play, and it's taken now by Carpenter. Pendenza coming up with it now. Here comes Riley. He steps his way to center, now to Chow on the left wing side. And following on the play is Jostling in across the blue line. Sean Jostling cutting towards the cage, shooting, and a stop made by LaFontaine. Half wall far side, fed back in front, and it's slammed down the ice. Clearing it there was the defenseman Duquette. Riley inside his own zone comes up with it. On the right wing, Riley dropped it off. Following now is Hosang. Near side, and Hosang in across the blue line. Hosang slammed on the brakes, and it's intercepted and taken away by Hayhurst. He speeds ahead quickly, shooting, and he fired the shot over the net and missed the target. Played back to center ice. Konepke plays it inside the Florida end. Moberg circles up ice. Here comes Moberg for the Everblades. Dropped it off now for Hosang. Hosang through the center red line. Right wing feed, getting it there for Sendon. Up top of the blue line, Moberg now for Sendon. Cross ice, Lambden has it, left circle. Lambden weaving with it, down low and into the corner. Tried to thread the needle, intercepted by Jaremko. Clears it off the boards and down the ice. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the double minor against Ryan Jones of the Mavericks. Wedman in quickly, pass across, save made, LaFontaine. A big stop there as he denied Bobo Carpenter. He had that shot labeled. LaFontaine, though, equal to the task. Oh, this crowd is loud and proud here at Hertz Arena. Trying to witness some history, the Everblades trying to become the first team to win 3 straight championships in the ECHL. No team has ever three-peated in this league. Off the draw, Carpenter wins the face-off. Now to the blue line. Riley has it across, jostling shooting, and off the stick there. It goes high and wide. Played back up top. Pendenza sends it down low. Chow back to Pendenza, and he missed the pass as the puck scales all the way down the ice. Riley going back after it. 1:44 to go in the double minor penalty against Jones of the Mavericks. As Riley skates it in across the blue line. Right wing pass, getting it there for Carpenter. Carpenter playing it around the kick plate near side. Pendenza picks it up, and it's now intercepted again and cleared down the ice. Johnson, the netminder, gives way. Leaves it there for Moberg. Moberg in back of the net. Both teams change on the go. Fresh set of legs out there. And Moberg leads the rush. Now he dropped it off. And here comes Lambden. Cruising through center. Stick handles in across the blue line. Working it there. Save made. LaFontaine. And it's played now to the near side. And cleared back and inside the Florida ice. Moberg back after it inside his own end. 55 seconds remaining in the State Insurance USA power play. Hosang to Lambden through center, near side pass, and it's played by Wedman. He whips it around the far side, and it's now cleared again. Sent down the ice by Jaremko. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Score tied 3-3, third period. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Everblades going for 3 in a row. Threes are wild. Now it's taken by McLaughlin, and he finds some daylight. Cleared it back again. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Leading the charge is Ewens on that left wing. Dropped it off, and it's played there now by Berzola. Right wing pass, Skirving in across the blue line. Skirving whips it around on the backhand. Hosang near side. Hosang trying to get it back to the blue line for Berzola. He holds it in. Now it comes to Hosang near side. Hosang stick handling, turning with it, lost an edge, and in the corner it's played up the near wall. Penalties expired, teams at even strength, and the Mavericks come away unscathed, and it's an icing call going against Kansas City. So the Everblades unable to capitalize on a 4-minute power play. Florida leading in the shot category, 34-17, doubling up on the Mavericks in that category. Score, though, is tied 3-3. If you're just tuning in here tonight, Logan Lambden, Mark Senden, and Oliver Chow have the Everblades goals tonight. David Cotton with a pair for Kansas City, and Jacob Hayhurst has a tally as well. Face off to the right of the netminder, LaFontaine. In to take the draw, Skirving for Florida. He won the face-off. It comes to the near side. Battling up front is Lebster along the boards, and it's poked off the wall and sent to center. Turning with it quickly is Lansdell. Speeds ahead now in across the blue line. Near side pass, got it there for Skirving. Down deep on the cycle. Lansdell to Skirving, shooting, and the shot sent wide. Now into the corner, Skirving picks up his own puck. Threw it across, rink wide. Comes to Smolik in the corner. Down deep, now back to Smolik, half wall near side. Reese Smolik for the Everblades, working the puck there, and now it's Lebster. Turnaround chance, and a right pad save made by LaFontaine. Near side, Skirving to the blue line. Smolik across. Berzola sends it down deep, in along the end boards. After it was Skirving, and it comes loose, now played off the wall, and sent to center ice. On the near side, Lebster has it. He has a lane, moves in quickly. Lost an edge, though. Played it down deep. In along the end boards is Jones. Now into the corner boards. In after it was Pendenza. And it's played now to the neutral ice with 11.5 remaining in the third period. And we're all even Steven at 3 apiece. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Everblades hosting the Kansas City Mavericks tonight. Into the corner, it's played now in front, and it's stolen away by the Everblades. And here comes Chow. He tied it here in the third period. Chow goes around back behind the Kansas City net. Puck turned over, and it's taken back by McLaughlin. Now he has his pocket picked, and jostling, battling along the corner boards. A pair of 27s along the wall. McLaughlin and jostling, still vying for it. Now it's poked free, and Chow takes it on the end boards. Playing it to the blue line, right point. Riley across for Ewens. His shot off a leg and wide. Played around back behind now for Chow. In front of the net, and it's taken there by Koski as he wheels away for Kansas City. He played it in deep. Back goes Riley now for the Everblades. And Riley moves up swiftly up the middle. Now in across the line, left wing pass. Wedman has it, centering feed. And into the net goes Riley. And the puck, though, doesn't follow. Will Riley getting shoved around back behind the play. Action continues. Trying to get that shot through was Curry. Now it's taken by Riley. Played it across, getting it there for Lambden. And at the blue line, it's taken now by Hosang and offside against the Everblades. 10:06 remaining, third period. A 3-3 tie. A wild game 3 here tonight of the Kelly Cup Finals. This is the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Oil change-anxiety. It's that sinking feeling you get when that little light starts glowing on your dashboard. The fear of being without your car for hours on end, and the stress of being overcharged. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we change your oil in about 15 minutes. Fight oil change-anxiety. Click the banner to find a Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight.
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
This is Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Welcome back inside a noisy Hertz Arena here tonight, and why not? The hometown Everblades, back-to-back Kelly Cup champions, tied with the Kansas City Mavericks, 3-3 in the third period of Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Face-off just outside the Kansas City blue line. Everblades scoring the last 2 goals after trailing 3-1 through the opening period. Everblades scoring once in the second and another one here in the third. Oliver Chow tying it up as it's worked now to the far side wall. And it's picked up by Cotton. Spins it rink wide for Koski. In across the blue line. Koski shooting. And a blocker save made there by Johnson. Back up ice. Here comes Hosang through center. In across the blue line, the trailer Berzola shooting, and he fired it wide. Now Lambden, and he scores! Logan Lambden has given the Everblades the lead. Oh, that's a lid lifter. Second of the game for Lambden, and the Everblades ahead 4-3. .34 remaining in the third period. Lambden's shot just barely crossed the goal line. A decisive call, though, from the referee. It clearly went across the line. And Florida, with 3 unanswered goals, now is up by 1. A 4-3 Everblades advantage. It's mayhem here at Hertz Arena. Near side boards. Florida looking for more. McLaughlin under pressure. Outlets to the left wing. Played it ahead to the neutral area. Stopped there at the Everblades blue line. And Carpenter working it back now for Riley. Riley working it to the left wing now for Ewens. Lead pass trying to connect there with Lansdell, and is played into the far corner boards. Everblades press. Carpenter grinding along the wall. Sendin swings it up top, right point. Moberg there, and a pad save, LaFontaine. Now on the right wing, it's McKenna in across the blue line, and an offside call going against Kansas City. So the Everblades have turned the tables on the Mavericks. Kansas City squandering a 2-goal lead, and the Everblades lead it 4-3. 8:52 remaining here in this third period. Lambden has a pair of goals tonight for Florida. Now across on the left wing, it's played there by Smolik. He got it to center ice. LaFontaine in back of his own net. Now LaFontaine plays the puck around the left wing wall, and it's poked ahead by Nakbar. Got it to center ice. Now inside the zone, settled down by Calvis. Theo Calvis with a lead pass on the right wing. Borchard in there after it. And in along the end boards, Schoonbart trying to get to it. Now the bouncing puck controlled, and Chow takes it back. Chow on the left wing. Chow in across the blue line. Chow sends it down deep off the end boards at the side, and Sandbrook rebound, score! Chow! And the Everblades lead it 5-3. The Mavericks are unraveling. Everblades have scored 4 straight goals. Everblades with 40 shots on net. They now have 5. Oliver Chow with a pair of goals tonight. Chow with another big one. The Everblades coming on big time here in period number 3, scoring 3 times in this third period. Puck sent now at center ice, and it's worked by Lambden inside the Kansas City zone. 7:40 remaining in regulation. 5-3 Everblades. Taking it on that right wing side is Jaremko. He played it in deep, and back goes Riley. Riley from his own territory now. Here comes Carpenter through center. Stick handling in across the blue line. Carpenter centering feed, and it's cleared to the far side by Jaremko. Jaremko, another crack, and he cleared it. Got it back to center ice. Riley lead pass at center, playing it off the near wall. Cotton sending it down deep. Bouncing puck it into the corner. Sendin in there after it. Puck taken back now by the Everblades, Riley. And it's taken back by Riley once again. Now he settles it down. Will Riley inside his own ice. Across for Ewens. Ewens with under 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Florida exploding for 3 goals in the third period. Now a 2-goal advantage for the Everblades. Puck into the far corner, and it's taken there by McLaughlin. He's under pressure. Got it to the far side. McLaughlin again with it. Now he gets shoved there by Jostling. The crowd chanting, "Let's go Blades." And the team responding favorably. Into the near corner, they continue to jostle for it. Puck comes free. Across left wing, shot there, pad, save Johnson. Rebound, and it bounces to the near corner. Moberg takes over, fed it around the wall, left point. Noel holding it in. Got it to the near side, and it's worked in deep now by Jones. Pressure by the Mavericks along the end boards. McKenna getting tied up along the end wall. McKenna trying to get free now for Kansas City. Jeremy McKenna, his shot goes off the leg there of Pendenza, and it's played by Smolik, tapped ahead and sent down the ice by Chow. And it's icing called against Florida. 5:45 remaining here in this third period. Again, the Everblades have scored 4 unanswered goals and lead it 5-3 after trailing 3-1 through the opening period. Everblades just kept pressing. And over the last 2 periods, the Everblades have 30 shots on net, scoring 4 times. At the blue line, McLaughlin with a shot. He sent that one wide of the target. Now the puck is wrapped around the boards, and it's sent back to center ice. McLaughlin inside his own end. Got it up the middle. On the right wing, Borchert slams on the brakes near side. Watched closely there by Pendenza. Puck comes to the point position. Curry works it now for McLaughlin. Down deep and in around behind. It's Borchert trying to get it in front of the net. Off the far wall at the blue line again. It's taken there by Konepke. His shot, he drifted that one wide. Borchert on the near circle. Cade Borchert, part of the ECHL all-rookie team. Got it to the far corner, and it's taken back by Moberg. Unable to clear, though. Borchert got it to the near side. Big-time pressure from the Mavs. Wraparound chance in the slot. Opportunity, and hammering it wide was Curry. Curry, during the regular season, scored 39 goals. That was second best in the ECHL. Now along the end boards, it's taken back by the Everblades. Ewens. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third. Chance in the slot area, and overskating was Schoonberg. Now to the near point. After it is Ryan Jones, and stolen by Wedman. Wedman moving in, a 2-on-1 break, centering feed, and it's intercepted by Duquette. Got it to the far side, and in transition, here come the Mavericks. Puck sent ahead by Andreev. He played it in deep. Everblades get it back, and trying to clear it was Sambrook. Now it's muscled to the neutral ice. Wedman on the right wing, he played it in there. And Carpenter races after it, and Carpenter gives a good jolt there to Calvis as it's wrapped around and now centered in front. And it's taken, though, by Cotton of the Mavericks. Played it to center, and Cotton got drilled along the boards. Had his helmet knocked off there. A big check from Sambrook. The two players were traded for one another on November the 26th. Sambrook and Cotton, and Sambrook getting the upper hand on a big collision. Now on that left wing side, it's played by Hayhurst. Turned over, and Lansdell has it. Lansdell trying to get to it, and it's stolen at center ice. On the right wing, Jaremko trying to gain the line, but he's bottled up. The Everblades doing a real nice job standing up the Mavericks at the blue line. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the third period. 5-3 Florida. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Series tied 1 apiece. It's a pivotal contest here tonight. Back after it is Berzola inside his own end. Now played it on that right wing, and it's Ewens working it ahead quickly. At center ice, jostling, chips it in deep. Cruising after it is Chow. On the left wing side, it's played now by Konepke. Rink wide for McKenna. McKenna turns at his own blue line. Got it off the wall, and the Everblades settle it down. Lead pass comes to Sendon at center ice, and he dumps it in deep and chases after it. A 2-goal lead for the Everblades. Content to chip and chase. Now played to the right wing, and Borchert across on the left wing side. Walker there, but offside called against Kansas City. So the Everblades, with 3 goals in the third period, have turned the tables on the Mavericks. 5-3 Florida. Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Back with more in a moment on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
Pass across, backhand, scores! The Florida Everblades advance to the Kelly Cup Finals and seek to be the first team in ECHL history to three-peat as they face the Kansas City Mavericks. The Southern Division and Eastern Conference champion Florida Everblades host games 3, 4, and 5 of the series at Hertz Arena Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night. The first 6,000 fans on Wednesday and Friday receive a Kelly Cup rally towel, courtesy of Scanlon and Germain Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. Purchase tickets online at the Fifth Third Bank box office at Hertz Arena or call 948-PUCK. That's 948-PUCK.
Hey Blades fans, this is Sarah from Air Necessity, your one-stop AC company for life. You can forget about your worries and your strife. We're a family-owned and operated AC company serving Southwest Florida. Air Necessity offers professional and fair pricing on AC replacements and repairs. Just call Air Necessity to schedule your next appointment and mention code SWAMPY for a one-time clean and check for only $49. Our number is 239-541-1221. Go Blades!
This is Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida.
A big rocking crowd tonight at Hertz Arena, 6,744. Watching the Everblades come from behind after trailing 3-1 to Kansas City. 4 consecutive unanswered goals, and the Everblades have a 5-3 lead with 2:26 remaining in the third period. Puck inside the Florida end, and on the right wing, it's played there by Moberg, getting it to center. Now tapped off the near wall by Andreev, sent back to the Kansas City line. Koski, lead pass, left wing, getting it there for Curry. He dumps it in deep, and there goes LaFontaine. An empty net for Kansas City. An extra attacker on the ice. And there's 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Moberg, a shot towards the empty net, bouncing, rolling, and he hit the goal post. From 198 feet away, Moberg hit the pipe. 1:56 remaining in regulation. The Everblades still up by a pair. Mavericks have the net empty now in an offensive zone face-off to the right of Everblades goaltender Cam Johnson. Getting down to crunch time. And you can really feel the intensity in this building right now. Puck comes loose again. Moberg with another chance at the empty net. Missed that one well wide. And another icing call going against Florida. 1:49 remaining in the third period. As the drama continues to build here in Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. The series is tied 1 apiece. Mike Kelly with you here tonight, and the face-off is to the right of Johnson once again. Carpenter will take the face-off for Florida. He's been dynamite on the draws here tonight for the Blades. They lean in, and the players tie one another up. It comes back to the blue line. Koski has it. Shot there, goes off a leg and wide. Near side boards. Skirving now with a chance at the empty net. He flipped it ahead. The puck is rolling, but it doesn't have enough mustard on it, as it's taken back now by the Mavericks. Leading the attack, Curry on that right wing, gaining the blue line, but he lost a handle on it. Now it's neutral ice. Trying to pump it in deep is McKenna. He fanned on that one. McKenna now sends it in, and he got it in down low. Into the far corner, Cotton racing in after it. And Berzola along the end boards. They battle tooth and nail. And the puck comes free now for McKenna. On the near side, it's chipped ahead though. And Chow, empty netter, scores! A hat trick for Chow. And it's 6-3 Florida. 5 unanswered goals for the Everblades. And here come some hats. It's the Kelly Cup Finals. And Chow seals the deal with 1:05 to go in the third. A Mavericks meltdown, and the Everblades take advantage. Oh, the Florida Everblades were really peppering the shots over the last 2 periods especially, and making the Mavericks pay. The Everblades on the verge of going up in the series. Florida took game 1 by an 8-1 count. Kansas City turned the tables in game 2 and skated away 5-1 winners. The Mavericks had a 3-1 lead tonight after the opening 20 minutes, but it's been all Florida since that time. 5 straight goals by the Everblades, including 3 by Oliver Chow. And all 3 goals in the third period for Chow. 6-3 Florida. Puck inside the Everblades end. Pass up the middle and goes off of Skirving's stick. Now LaFontaine spins it around behind. Calvis fed it up the wall. On the right wing at center ice, here comes Schoonberg. He played it in deep. Back goes Ewens. In along the end wall. Berzola trying to clear at the blue line. Long shot there and missed as Noel tried his luck from the point. Now in back behind, centering feed, and the Everblades regather. Taken now by Florida's Jesse Lansdell. He dumped it around behind the Kansas City cage. Time ticking down on the Mavericks here tonight. Puck to the right wing. Borchert has it. And the crowd coming to their feet here with 15 seconds remaining in regulation. Oh, the crowd really appreciates this come from behind. And it's a big statement in game 3 The Everblades double up on the Mavericks, 6-3, and the Blades just 2 wins away from the Kelly Cup. And big celebration for Cam Johnson at the Everblades ice. His teammates come in for high fives and hugs. This tight-knit Everblades group, again, with a huge come-from-behind effort here tonight. And a 6-3 final as Florida scores 5 unanswered goals, led by Oliver Chow's hat trick. Everblades players come through the center red and they raise their sticks and high fives all the way around here tonight. A 6-3 victory for Florida. The post-game show, it's coming up next on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
At Dave & Buster's, we love $5 happy hour. I mean, who doesn't? It's literally called happy hour. In fact, we love it so much, we're offering 2 $5 happy hours a day. Choose from 5 amazing drinks, all just $5 each. Come through. You know you want to. Visit Dave & Buster's, Bell Tower, Fort Myers.
Are you looking for a real estate brokerage that puts customer relationships first? Experience Real Estate Group believes in creating, building, and maintaining remarkable customer relationships while helping you buy, sell, or build here in Southwest Florida. Call us at 239-800-9498 or visit eresuccess.com to search for your dream home or to find out what your home is worth. Let Experience Real Estate Group help you achieve your real estate goals. The experience starts with you. Hablamos Español. Wir sprechen Deutsch. Experience Real Estate Group.
Don't let an icing call ruin your shower or bath. DPS Plumbing has teamed up with Rude Water Heaters to install and service the best gas, electric, and hybrid water heaters on the market. Traditional tank or tankless, Rude Water Heaters are in stock now. Call 239-850-6674. That's 239-850-6674. Call DPS today and you'll say,
"Thank you, DPS."
Hi, this is Mike Neville, Everblades Kelly Cup champion. I would like to invite you to call us at RDS Air Conditioning. We're a family-owned business with more than 50 years of combined experience, and we would like to handle all of your cooling and heating needs. We provide excellent service with honesty and integrity. No gimmicks, no upsell, just quality work and affordable prices. Call RDS Air Conditioning at 239-313-9174 or visit us online at rdsairconditioning.com.
Fun for the crew, fun for the family, fun for everyone. Dave & Buster's is the place to be for all things fun. From 140-plus awesome games, massive screens, and an incredible menu of top-notch food and drinks, there's nowhere better to be. Stop by. You know you want to. Dave & Buster's, Bell Tower, Fort Myers.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now back to Mike Kelly with a post-game wrap-up.
The Florida Everblades with a huge come-from-behind effort tonight in Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Double up on the Kansas City Mavericks, 6-3 the final. And Florida leads the best-of-7 series 2-1. The Everblades now just 2 wins away from another Kelly Cup championship. Trying for the three-peat here this year. No team has ever done it, but the Everblades on their way here tonight with a big effort and a big crowd that helped them get over the hump here tonight. 6,744 on hand at Hertz Arena as the Everblades win it by a final score of 6-3. Oliver Chow with a third-period hat trick capped it off with the empty net. Let's take a look at the scoring summary of tonight's game. Jacob Hayhurst started the scoring for Kansas City. Hayhurst with his 5th of the playoffs at 6:02 of the first period. Marc-Olivier Duquette with the assist. 1-0 Kansas City. The Everblades, though, would tie it up. Logan Lambden with his 5th of the playoffs, assisted by Josh Hosang and Jordan Sambrook. And that made it a 1-1 tie at 12:06 of the first. But Kansas City would go ahead on a power play goal by David Cotton. The former Everblade scores his 7th of the playoffs from Ryan Jones. And then at 16:54, Cotton went back to work and scored his 2nd of the period, 8th of the playoffs, stinging his former team twice in the first period. As Cotton scores 2 goals, Cole Koski and Ryan Jones had the helpers on Cotton's 2nd goal. And it was 3-1 Kansas City after the first period. The Everblades, though, had a 19-shot second period and scored once. Mark Senden at 10:24, netting his 7th of the postseason from Bobo Carpenter and Reese Smolik, and that made it 3-2 for Kansas City, heading to the third period. And then the Everblades really kicked it up a notch, and they had a 4-goal third period. It's the third time in this playoff run the Everblades have scored 4 goals in a period. They scored 4 in the second period in Game 1 of the Kelly Cup Finals, and 4 here in the third tonight. And starting the scoring was Oliver Chow with his 6th of the playoffs from Joe Pendenza at 2:09. At 11:02, the Everblades took their first lead of the game, and it would be the eventual game winner scored by Logan Lambden, his 2nd of the game, 6th of the playoffs. At 11:02, Josh Hosang with his 2nd assist of the game, and Zach Berzola also had a helper. Hosang now leads all players with 16 assists in the playoffs. At 11:56, Oliver Chow put the game away, got some insurance. 2nd of the night, 7th of the playoffs from Jordan Sambrook. Sambrook ends up with 2 assists against his former team, the Mavericks. He was acquired and reacquired from Kansas City. He played with the Everblades 2 years ago. He won the Kelly Cup in 2022, went to Kansas City last year, and Jordan Sambrook ended up playing a total of 70 games last year with the Mavericks. He had 3 goals and 28 points. Tonight he gets 2 assists against his former team, and the guy that he was traded for, David Cotton, had 2 goals for Kansas City. So it really benefited both teams here tonight as Sambrook gets the assist on the second Chow goal, and it was Sambrook with 2 helpers here tonight. Meanwhile, Oliver Chow finished the scoring with 1:05 to go in regulation. An unassisted empty netter. Chow gets his 6th, 7th, and 8th goal of the playoffs, all in the third period. The first hat trick for the Everblades here in the postseason, and Florida wins it 6-3. The Everblades have a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 Kelly Cup Finals. Everblades out shooting Kansas City tonight 41-19, more than doubling up on the Mavericks in that category. Kansas City goes 1 for 2 on the power play. Florida 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Everblades goaltender Cam Johnson with 16 saves tonight picks up another win. He's now 14-7 in the postseason. Cam Johnson with the most wins among all ECHL playoff goalies. And Jack LaFontaine suffers the loss. 35 saves tonight. He's on the short end of a 6-3 score as the Everblades and their fans with big celebration here tonight. Blades win it 6-3. Taking a look now at the 3 stars of the game, and they're brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn, Fort Myers Airport, and Homewood Suites by Hilton, Fort Myers Airport. Ask for the Hertz Arena rate. 3rd star of the game tonight, Josh Hosang. 2 assists tonight for Florida, and he was up to his stick handling magic tonight. +2 rating tonight for Hosang. 2nd star of the game, Florida's Logan Lambden. 2 goals tonight for Lambden, and he went 2 for 2. He had 2 shots on net, scores the 2 tallies, and a +1 rating tonight. And the 1st star of the game, Oliver Chow. 3 goals, the hat trick performance, and a +3 rating on 5 shots tonight. Oliver Chow earns the 1st star of tonight's game. As far as the Diamond in the Rough presented by Duncan's Diamonds Fabulous Jewelry, Jordan Sambrook is the Diamond in the Rough tonight. 2 assists from the Everblades blue line as Jordan Sambrook earns the Diamond in the Rough presented by Duncan's Diamonds Fabulous Jewelry. The goal of the game is brought to you by Sports Challenge America, located in Bonita Springs and fun for the whole family. Sports Challenge America, where winners play and players win. And the goal of the game tonight is the game winner from Logan Lambden. Scored at 11:02 of the third period. 2nd of the night for Lambden. And he earns the goal of the game. Brought to you by Sports Challenge America. as we come to you from the Anajar and Levine broadcast booth here tonight. And the Everblades celebrating a come-from-behind win, a big statement in pivotal game number 3, 5 unanswered goals, and a 6-3 win, and a 2-1 series lead. We'll be back with more on the post-game show after this on the Fifth Third Bank Florida Everblades Broadcast Network.
How many times have you heard, it's not the heat, it's the humidity? No matter how you look at it, Florida summers are just plain hot. If you're a longtime resident like me, or brand new to the area, there's only one company I trust and recommend, Conditioned Air. Visit conditionedair.com or call 888-COLD-AIR to see how to save up to $500 on any new system. That's conditionedair.com. Conditioned Air, the comfort people since 1962. Cannot be combined with other offers. License number CAC 1822020, number CAC 033660.
Everblade fans, tired of hitting the crossbar on how little you're earning with your checking account? With Lake Michigan Credit Union's 3% max checking account, you could earn nearly $450 extra every year. Use it for extra Blades merch, extra tickets to the game, or whatever extra you want. So let your wallet feel like it's always on a power play by stopping by one of LMCU's 20 Florida locations or by going to lmcu.org to learn more. LMCU, a proud sponsor of Everblades Hockey. Rates as of October 11, 2023 and subject to change after account opening. Details and requirements apply. Insured by NCUA.
To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Making special moments at mealtime is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a Culver's creamy, fresh frozen custard and your favorite mix-ins? We handcraft every concrete mixer exactly the way you like. From caramel to your favorite candies like Butterfinger.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
You're listening to Florida Everblades Hockey on ESPN Southwest Florida. Now back to Mike Kelly with a post-game wrap-up.
The Florida Everblades coming from behind big time tonight. 5 unanswered goals, and the Everblades double up on the Kansas City Mavericks 6-3 in Game 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals. The Everblades take a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 series, and Game 4 is coming up on Friday night here at Hertz Arena. 7:30 for the opening faceoff on Friday. First 6,000 fans receive a free rally towel. That's courtesy of Scanlon and Germain Lexus dealers of Southwest Florida. The doors will open at a special time of 6 o'clock this Friday night. That's 90 minutes before the puck drops. And keep in mind, the doors that will be open early will be the Pro Shop and Breakaway entrance doors on the east side. So if you want to get one of those rally towels, arrive early. The doors open at 6. The game starts at 7:30 this Friday night. And keep in mind, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree at Breakaway Sports Pub inside Hertz Arena. And Everblades fans are asked to wear green for the Kelly Cup Finals as the Everblades try to seek their 3rd straight Kelly Cup championship. No team has ever done that in the ECHL. And the Everblades now just 2 wins away from accomplishing that feat. Keep in mind the game on Game 4 on Friday, all of the seats are sold, but there still is standing room only tickets available for the game this Friday night. And then this Saturday night, it's Game 5 of the Kelly Cup Finals, 7 o'clock for the opening faceoff. And on Saturday night, the first 5,000 fans will receive free Kelly Cup Finals T-shirt courtesy of Fifth Third Bank and Franz Eye Care. The doors will open at a special time of 5:30. That's 90 minutes before the puck drops on Saturday as well. The doors that will be open again early will be the Pro Shop and Breakaway entrance on the east side of Hertz Arena. And Everblades fans are asked to wear green for the Kelly Cup Finals again. Game 4 Friday at 7:30. Game 5 Saturday at 7. As the Florida Everblades are just 2 wins away from capturing their 3rd straight Kelly Cup. going for the three-peat. And it's time now for the scoreboard update. It's brought to you by Radiology Regional, the Everblades' trusted diagnostic imaging provider. In the American Hockey League, the Calder Cup playoffs are idle tonight as the conference finals resume tomorrow. The defending Calder Cup champion Hershey Bears trying to sweep the Cleveland Monsters in Cleveland tomorrow night. Hershey leading 3-0. That's in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in the Western Conference Finals, the Coachella Valley Firebirds lead the Milwaukee Admirals 3-0. Firebirds looking for the sweep tomorrow. Coachella Valley happens to be the AAA affiliate for the Kansas City Mavericks. Kansas City also the ECHL affiliate for the Seattle Kraken. And if Coachella Valley and Hershey win tomorrow night, they will have a rematch of last year's Calder Cup finals. Again, Hershey up 3-0 on Cleveland. Coachella Valley leading Milwaukee 3-0, and those games will happen tomorrow night for Game 4 in both conference finals. In the Stanley Cup final, it'll be Game 1 on Saturday night as the Florida Panthers, the NHL affiliate for the Everblades, will take on the Edmonton Oilers. It's an 8 o'clock puck drop on Saturday night, and it's the furthest distance between opponents in Stanley Cup final history. The North against the South, the United States against Canada. Sunrise to Edmonton, Alberta is nearly 3,000 miles apart. It's a 44-hour drive. The Oilers will be at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise on Saturday night, Game 1 of the best-of-7 Stanley Cup final. And on behalf of the Everblades friends and families, we'd like to wish the Florida Panthers all the best in their second straight Stanley Cup final. Again here tonight, the Everblades with a big-time rally win at 6-3 over the Kansas City Mavericks. 5 consecutive goals for the Everblades, erasing a 3-1 lead, and Florida wins game number 2 of the best-of-7 Kelly Cup finals. 2 wins away from perhaps lifting the Kelly Cup. It could happen as early as Saturday night, but the Everblades need a big win on Friday to get that job done. Game 4 again is coming up on 7:30 this Friday night at Hertz Arena. Game 5 is 7 o'clock Saturday. Well, I'd like to thank everyone that was able to make it to tonight's hockey game. A big, loud crowd again here tonight. And on behalf of the Florida Everblades, thank you for tuning into the game broadcast as well. Special thanks to the Blades 365 members, corporate partners, and group leaders. And thank you to our loyal listeners on ESPN Southwest Florida, 98.1 FM, 104.3 FM, 770 AM, and on ESPNSWFL.com. Producer Rick Church, another great job tonight. Thanks, Rick. And we'd also like to thank our viewers on FloHockey.tv. Also, keep in mind, for the Everblades home games only, you can bring your earbuds and listen live inside Hertz Arena on 97.3 FM. Listen live or watch live to the Everblades game broadcasts all season long. I'm Mike Kelly. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. And again, the Everblades with a really big come-from-behind win here tonight in front of a rocking crowd at Hertz Arena. A 6-3 win for the Everblades, scoring 5 unanswered goals after trailing 3-1 through the opening period. Everblades lead the best-of-7 series 2-1 in the Kelly Cup Finals. Hope you can join us Friday and Saturday night. Until that time, good night from Estero, Florida.
You've been listening to Florida Everblades Hockey. For schedules and to find out the next game on radio, check out FloridaEverblades.com.
Hi, this is Craig Sheeman. Coming up on Thursday's show, it's Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We'll recap the Everblades. Former NFLer Sean Merriman will join us. Trivia and you. Craig Sheeman and Company from 2 to 6 on ESPN Southwest Florida.
Jersey that he puts on, how much of the Boston effect has to do with it?
I think it has a little bit to do with it. I definitely, think that. I also think the fact that I feel like they've been in the playoffs his entire career. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's you've been in the playoffs all this time and you've yet to win. So maybe it's fatigue because the Celtics have been a really good team this entire time. And, no, they haven't won a title yet. But, that to me, that's not a failure quite yet. Now, again, in 4 or 5 years, if they end up breaking up and they don't win one, then you can say, yeah, it was disappointing that they didn't win one. But the energy around Jason Tatum is weird to me.
Right. Well, you mentioned been in the playoffs a lot. How about this? 108 postseason games is what he's played. So maybe he is feeling some pressure of being there in Boston, the Celtics effect. Here's Jason Tatum at his presser talking about Boston and that pressure.
Right, we only hang NBA championship banners, right? 17 of them. Some of the greatest players ever played this game wore this uniform. And, all of us are honored to, follow in their footsteps and the way that they paved for us to live out our dream. So essentially, yeah, if you want to be one of the greats, right, to put on this uniform, every great before you won a championship. And that's what we try to play for every single season. The expectations are obviously different here. And, it takes special players to be here and to be a part of an environment like that.
And that's fine. Because that's the reality of the situation. When you play for the Celtics, winning, having the best record in the regular season means nothing.
Right.
Because of
the Lakers too, right? The Lakers are that organization where those things don't matter. It's about hanging up real banners at the end of the day, right? Not in-season tournament.
Shot at the in-season tournament.
No in-season tournament. It's not about that. It's about the real deal, right? It's about getting those Larry O's.
Yeah, and that's the situation that they're in. But if they win one of those Larry O's and Jaylen Brown is the MVP, Jason Tatum didn't fail, right?